you guys got a warning from the vampire in town telling you to leave town after the blacksmith you paid for services was shoved inside of his own furnace.
I got my flask.
You did manage to keep your flask. Valentine read the letter, and you guys made plans to at least leave town for now. You guys went back to the IMC warehouse building, office building, where it was trapped. You were supposed to be ambushed by a single vampire, which you turned the tide on her easily as she made a run for it, and Boden just dove out the window after her on top of her, killing her. And I think that's where we pick off this time. Yes.
Yeah, actually, I killed her.
You killed her, that's right.
So he
Boden pinned her, and I got
Yeah, he pinned her and then was ripping the sword out, and she like came up with the sword and you shot her in the eyes. That's correct.
Yes.
All right. That's where we started today's episode of Gungeons and Dragons. All right. So you're standing there at this dead vampire body as it starts to fizzle and turn into fog and starts to away.
Drop it.
And the rest of us are kind of just peeking through,
Somebody get a bottle.
like all but like I think. Are you the only one that's out there?
No.
He's out there, yeah.
Okay, you two are out there. The three of us are like peeking through the one window.
I think I'm by the window. I think I have to stand on at a table.
You're standing on the table looking
Yeah.
over the other two out the window so you
Yeah.
can be like, ha ha, or whatever.
That's right.
Speaking of which, your ability, your
Mantle of Inspiration.
mantle inspiration, does it say that it's how long the temporary hit points last?
No, we went over this last time.
I need to drop my temporary hit points because they are no longer there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went over this last time. I didn't actually
I
say,
am
but
no
let
longer
me check.
aging. Did you gain 10 hit points? Yes, you did. You gained 10 more. From my effect whenever I raged.
Says you can. I cramp
If I
myself
still
one
have some time to
appearance.
take a rest,
When
then
you
I'll
do so, choose a number of creatures. They gain 5 temporary hit points, and that's it. It doesn't say when it ends. So that's a DM ruling.
For how long it lasts?
Yeah, it doesn't actually say.
What's the die that I use?
No, it's my mantle of inspiration. It just gives you anyone, the people I pick, they just get 5 temporary hit points
How
when
long
I
does-
use it.
How long does the Mantle of Inspiration last, though?
Doesn't.
Because that's the one that you move.
Yeah, it's the one that I gave all of them that gave them their immediate, they could use the reaction to move, and I gave them all 5 temporary hit points, but it doesn't actually say when it ends.
Click on the skill itself.
I mean, I'm reading it from the skill itself.
Because I know, like, Inspiring Leader in particular, until you take a long rest, or you lose them.
We'll research it later. We won't worry about it now. We'll just go to a long rest for how long you get those temporary hit points for Mantle of Inspiration. Okay, we'll just do that for the day session.
I say, because I know, like, I got it, so.
We'll worry about it next time. We'll just go with that for now. Okay, but you're standing over this vampire that turned to fog and goes away. What do you guys wish to do?
Well, that was annoying.
Indeed.
Anybody else concerned that she just turned to fog?
Little
It's
bit.
not a body? I mean,
There's
she's
no
not here to
evidence.
bother us anymore, so. Yeah, true. Not my problem.
Go outside. Did you leave anything on the ground?
Doesn't look like it.
But I say, we did say the sun was out already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see it as you guys landed in the shadow of an alleyway. She goes into you see the fog go into the sunlight, just evaporates even more into like a bust of smoke.
Well, I think that may have done it. So wait a minute. They don't just die? We gotta fucking burn them?
Aren't they kind of already dead?
Well, yeah, but still chop the head off a zombie.
I don't know much about that.
Wait till you have to fight them, they're stupid. Literally, they're dumb as a box of rocks.
My mom always says, stupid is as stupid does. You set me up for it.
Would I have fought the zombies in the swamp before?
Occasionally.
I mean, they don't do a whole lot, so that adds up. But still, I mean, God damn it. No fucking research, nothing. Is there a library of some kind? Have we figured? We've already discussed that. Yeah,
You have some contacts we can maybe
Yeah,
send the
I've
old
already
Pony Express over to?
I've already sent it off, and he hasn't come back yet. So
Assume we're still operating on the Pony Express, yes.
We're also kind of on a bit of a
Well,
time
there is a
limit
Pony
now.
Express, but you guys have used a different service for your.
chain
That's,
things,
that's right.
A little
Yeah.
something.
It'll say you don't like
so
me too
for
much.
I mean, it's not a name, but you can just think of it as like the Fae Express. So
Effie. The fee. Somebody call the fee.
Five.
So
The foe?
Fee, five, four, five.
I suppose we ought to get what we came for and make our way out of town as we were planning to.
Yeah.
Bring me a ferry.
What is it we came for anyway?
I have no ass can.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
What kind of arsenals we found?
You see any arsenal? I ain't seen no arsenal.
Thought you already had that rifle. And it's still in the hotel room. I have to go back and get it on the way out of town. I'm talking about a different arsenal. Be right back.
I have been up and down this entire place looking for an armor. I haven't seen shit.
You should
Walk
have looked
away.
in the restroom.
When he goes inside, I'm going to pull out my flask and tip it upside down and see what was rattling it around on the inside.
rattling. Okay, you pull it out, and you see a single silver bullet fall out of it.
Can I inspect to see if I have like a name or something on it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a. You can do an investigation perception check. Whatever you're using.
They're both poop.
One might be less poop than the other, though.
Not by much. Oh wait, I forgot I'm actually reasonably 16.
16. Perception.
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, you just look it over real quick, and like what you actually see is like where you would normally see an engraving, you don't see line. But on the end of the bullet where the hammer would fall to set it off, where the primer's at, on the metal bracket casing, you actually see an engraving saying, "I think this will help."
Okay. I will hold on to it for now.
Yes.
I need to try and fix one of my pistols.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it jammed, right?
Yep, it jammed.
Okay, you need to make a tinkerer's check.
Okay.
You can use your dexterity or intelligence modifier. And you have tinker tools and you're proficient in them?
I am proficient.
You can add your proficiency bonus to it then.
So, dexterity check plus proficiency.
If you want to use your dexterity, yes.
12.
Success. You're able to fix it.
Thankfully, it's just a revolver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So I'll
clear
get
out
up
the
to
jam and load it back up with bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get up to the armory and push open the door and walk in.
Yeah.
You said it's 5 and 5, right? There's
Yes.
5 pistols, 5 rifle.
Yeah.
Okay. Grab them both,
All right.
shove them in my bag, and I will. No. What was the ghost name again?
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly, that's right. O'Reilly.
Yeah.
We're gonna head out of town for just a little bit. That vampire we just dealt with has been dealt with permanently, I think. But more may come back. So
I'll keep an eye out.
do what you do best.
Be intangible. I can do that.
Give me a report when I come back.
I will.
I
I think I can hold the fort down.
well,
Don't
as
ask me to
long as
hold. Don't ask me to hold the floor down. I can't do that.
so,
But
as long as it doesn't get blown away by something, I think you should be okay.
now I have something else to worry about. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Hey, Can you actually leave this place?
No, I think we discussed that.
Did we?
No, I
Because
think
of this contract.
my contract, I'm stuck here. And I think there's also there's 2 contracts here. The one I signed with the IMC and the fact that I died here. I think my soul is
Yeah,
stuck
if
in
I
this
recall,
place.
so when the IMC one runs out.
See what I can do about that.
Well, it's whatever. The thing is, I don't know if I'm getting paid anymore. That's the thing that worries me the most.
I don't know if I'm actually getting paid for what I'm doing.
Huh. Why did we sign up for this job?
Turn the music down just a little bit. I don't know.
Alright.
We'll be back.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
And he partially disappears except for his eyes, and they're just floating there, and and he just starts floating.
Cheshire Cat style.
Mm-hmm. Cheshire Cat style. Yeah.
We'll be back soon.
What if we can sucker Riley into the crystal? Take him with us.
I mean, in the movie Casper, they used the fucking hand vac, so.
Somebody, find us freaking Dustbuster.
Suck him really hard.
Giving
and
Joffrey
it'll
a-
get the
Suck him
same.
really hard.
But I didn't get fellas. I think I need to go by the general store again because I realize now I'm almost out of bullets. These bullets are running out fast. It's like we started and I thought I had a lot, and now I'm down to the point where my revolvers literally only have enough
Right?
for a clip for each of them, and then the third one has a clip in it, but it's missing one.
We're still outside, right?
Mhm.
Anyone check if there was anything else out here?
Well, like else out, like if somebody was keeping an eye out or something. Is that what you're?
If anything was keeping an eye out for us.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you survey your surroundings.
Yes. Perception?
I gave you guys 25 to start off with.
Woohoo! 9.
9. You look around and you're more in deep thought than paying attention to your surroundings at this point, even with your passive now. So
Yeah.
So I'll walk out to these guys and be like, alright. Got out of the hotel. Gonna get my rifle. I'll look at you guys.
Sorry, what? I was.
I'll hand you
In
each
thought.
a silver bullet. Including you, because I don't know what you got the other silver bullet yet, so you don't have to.
I don't even have a gun.
Neither do I.
Yeah, why are you handing them bullets?
Why do you not have a gun?
I chose not to take one.
He's a
to
magic
start out with.
caster.
Well, I know, but still, even I have a gun and I don't use it that often.
I know, but I chose not to take one to
Okay.
start with.
Okay, well, John,
Woo!
I guess you have a gun, Gideon?
I have a gun. Yeah.
I mean,
gun?
you gave this to me. I'm
Even
gonna
the
hang.
samurai
I'm gonna hang
has
on to
a
it.
gun.
yeah, they.
Like, I understand why you don't have a gun, because your finger won't fit in it.
He doesn't understand why I have one at all.
Well, guns were in Japan at this time.
So I'll hand you a silver bullet, I'll hand you a silver bullet. And you're gonna keep the silver bullet that I'm giving you,
Yep.
apparently? So,
Yep.
Of course, they had muskets there. They were getting the crappy
Keep
guns.
that extra one for me.
I mean, it's got trigger.
I'm still gonna
One
hold
thing
that
I want
one.
to
though.
die.
That's fine. That's fine.
so you're giving me back the silver bullet?
That you gave me, yes, but I'm keeping the one that was in the flask.
So I'll get 2 silver bullets and 5 rifle bullets.
Is there a place for ammo?
I always just put like the silver bullets down in the very bottom of the where you can actually type in other possessions. But there is an Exandria bullet in the actual item things that you can use for quantity of bullets.
Yeah, it's just a little finicky.
I just make a custom item.
That's another way we can do it too.
I'm just keeping track in my book here. Every time I take a shot, I put a tally down. I always assume that the revolver is full if there's no tallies.
So okay. No hotel. We need to get out of here and we're heading towards the elf people. Correct? The elf tribe?
Find
Well,
moonlight.
this might help, but I probably need more than this. Unfortunately.
How much more you need?
I mean, this is what I got.
Oh.
You got 6 shooters, son.
Oh, here, and I'll reach in my bag and I'll bring out a case. There's 50 bullets.
Assume you have.
50.
I
got
assume
70
you have
bullets on
6
me.
shooters.
Hell,
Yes.
all right.
So
Write that down.
So
Take it down.
you're going back to get the rifle.
Oh, that helps.
We've already got the horses.
We started out
I'm
with
gonna
20,
hand you.
and I've already in 2 encounters managed to run down to
Right.
just having
I'm
a
gonna,
clip
I'm gonna hand you my flask and 5 copper pieces. Get it filled.
what do you want?
Ale.
Ale only? No whiskey?
You're
Becoming
gonna
a
put ale in a.
It's also a flask.
You're
the
gonna
size of
put
a pint.
ale in a flask.
Whatever's
Again,
cheapest.
again, it also is a flask the size of a pint as well. So it's a big flask.
It comes in
Big.
pints.
I
It
mean,
looks normal in my hand.
It's normal him.
I'm gonna go get
It's
like
size
putting,
of
to me though,
our
it's still like
heads.
putting wine in a flask.
Okay.
Put whiskey.
Alright,
Bourbon
so
in there.
Preferably mead, actually, if they have it.
That at least makes more
that
sense.
makes more sense. Yeah.
okay. Well, I will.
Bugbear, honey.
Yeah.
Boo-boo.
No. You're goblinoid, not a bearnoid.
Close
Okay.
enough.
Meet me outside of town. I'll be there in 20 minutes tops. So I'll get on my horse and I'll ride to the
North, south, east, or west?
north of town, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
The tribe is east of town. The fort is north of town.
We're going to tribe, right? That was the plan.
Right.
So
So
east,
Okay.
east side of town.
we'll go wait on the east side of
It's
town.
probably more like northeast. That's probably
Oh,
why.
east? I thought you said
I will run it back
east.
to the hotel.
Okay, so you guys go to the meeting spot immediately. You do not go to the general store, correct? Since you have bullets now.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yep. And while I'm waiting, I'm just smoking.
Make away.
And I will connect with you, Whispers. Just so we have,
That telekinetic thing.
just so we have a
Okay, so-
link in case something goes weirdly wrong.
So you're breaking the one off with.
yeah, breaking the one off
from
the
sheriff.
Off the sheriff.
So you're spending a
And
die.
5, yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell the sheriff beforehand that I'm breaking the communications with him. That way he's not trying to.
Okay.
So 5 hours of
Malcolm.
communication between us, Ethan. So, alright. So I'll ride off.
Okay. Well, you ride off. You guys kind of go in your separate directions. You get to the hotel. Okay, you walk in. And you see Susan there talking to her cook. You can take the day off. I know he was your friend. I know it's horrible what happened. I know that's rough. Go ahead, just I'll have my son can take care of it. It's fine. Thank you, ma'am. And he gets up and walks out. Valentine leaves the facility. Valentine, welcome back.
We're getting out of here for a couple of days.
Yeah, I've
Smooth things over. So
Make sure I spelled it right.
you got the gold for the rooms. Keep it. I'm good with that.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
under these circumstances, I'm okay with returning it.
No, we're good.
All right.
Can I get this filled, please? I dropped the flask down.
Oh my.
Mead if possible,
I mean, I do have some.
and then
Just
I'm gonna run up to the room real quick and grab something. I'm gonna run up to the
Okay,
room.
you run up to the room while she's filling that up. Yeah.
I'm going to
Yes.
make sure there's no other possessions. I'm pretty sure we're so used to leaving all of our possessions.
Oh, that's right. We always think it's
I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing else in the room.
Okay. Yeah. Do
Grab the rifle.
make a quick perception or investigation check. Do your choice.
Investigation, you said?
Or perception, your choice. As you're just looking.
Okay, all I
Oh,
can
except
remember
for
over
my
there is
14.
14. Then go off.
I'm just putting it in my
Then I'll probably
hours.
just go. Yeah. You're
Oh, you're
passive,
names, so if I forget, I have somewhere.
besides the
to put it.
gun.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you guys are usually the habit of taking all your stuff with you
Yeah,
anyway,
okay.
so it's pretty much cleared out.
So I'm just gonna
You
go.
actually find a couple extra copper pieces from somebody in the past, so if you want to put that in your inventory.
Cool. I'll use it to pay for her.
Okay.
I'll reach into the bed, pull the case out,
It's there.
and I will assemble the rifle.
Okay, you start
And so
assembling.
I will assemble it. Get it.
Doesn't take you long. It takes you the action where you just put it there, and it's all ready to go.
So then I will put the sling on it.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it has a
It
sling.
has a sling on it, so
Yeah.
it can be carried over the shoulder. Yeah.
Flip it over, and then
It's pretty much as tall as you are,
Yeah.
so.
so tucked it a little bit to the side,
Yeah.
and tighten it up where it's not going to be there.
Yeah, so it's like,
And I will take a silver bullet, and I'll load it into the gun.
okay, it's already loaded in the gun before you put it on there, so we're good to go.
Okay.
Is it a single shot rifle?
It technically is a single shot rifle, yes.
Figured it was.
It's like a bolt action pretty much, so.
And
No clip.
Nope, that's what single shot is. One bullet at a time. One shot, reload.
It's an anti-tank rifle, basically, without having the firepower to blow through a tank.
which, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Mhm.
We're gonna fight a tank.
We still have to create the item in D&D.
Mhm.
And I have a new item that I want to maybe work with you on one.
Okay.
Off of something that popped into my head the other day whenever...
It's called a bayonet.
No.
Bitches love cannons.
It's called the Telesto.
No,
Okay.
it will break the game.
That's the whole point. It's going to be a
I
legendary
can make a
weapon.
fucking website for it.
I still hold the right to say no.
Yeah.
All right, so you
But
got
I will go downstairs
go
after I get the
downstairs.
rifle.
And by the time you finally get the rifle, she's like, "Oh goodness, we're finally done." You go and she's like, "There you go."
How much?
Oh, I mean, if you guys are paying for a room, it's fine. Just
How much?
all right, couple copper.
The couple of
Oh.
copies.
A couple copper I found.
Oh, thanks. And then, well, good luck out there. I stay safe. We'll do our best here, I guess.
I'll try. And
She's going to inside check you though. Just letting you know. Okay, it was a 24.
I don't know if I can't beat that actually.
Yeah. Well,
My deception's only up +1. So
okay. So when you said about leaving, she's like, okay, and she like a small smile hit her as you about to leave. Like,
Someone
okay.
made a website that chronicles everything.
Is that a weapon?
so I'll leave and go get on my horse.
One of the Destiny weapons to
Get
last
out of
up.
town.
Jesus Christ. Illegal weapons.
As you're starting to leave town, you actually see the sheriff waving his flag at you as he starts leaving his office as you're on the way out.
I'll turn.
Start his hat, not his flag, his
Yeah,
hat at you.
I'll run up to him real quick.
Yeah. Hey Val, sorry I had to end like this, and he offers you his hand. Palm it, and you
I
feel
feel-
something in there, yeah. So I'm just also letting you know that I had those goblins did the stupid thing last night where they tried to break out. Remember we were talking about the ones that were at the
Oh,
at the
really?
camp? Yeah. So they brought in a whole bunch of dynamite that they bought. Luckily for us, they didn't buy any blasting caps, so nothing happened. So we were able to get them as well.
When did this happen last night?
Like early this morning, like it was the very first thing this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we capture the other ones?
We got it captured. Well, I killed them, but we got them. They're done.
Okay.
So we still got the two in jail, but yeah, unfortunately, they.
Okay.
I guess fortunately they were just dumb as hell, because I don't know how they didn't know there was no blasting cap. There wasn't even a fuse. They were just trying to set a stick of dynamite on fire with no fuse at all, and I'm like, they would have died if it had gone off anyway. But I just wanted to let you know about that. So that's one last thing you got to deal with.
Yeah. Well, that takes care of that problem at least. Case solved on that one.
Darwinism work.
You'll be receiving a message on what to do with the other two. Hopefully, if I can get my message up to my people, there won't be IMC agents. It'll just be straight army. So.
But let's hope. Again, I mean, we have a fort not far away from here. I don't know what's going on up there, but
Yeah, that may be something we'll talk about
all
later.
this stuff going on with, my hammer fist being shoved in a furnace is really getting me concerned.
Yeah. Now, like I said, hopefully the army can combine and take care of these two. IMC apparently is supposed to be cleared out of here,
Mhm.
so.
Well, good luck
Sure.
out there, Al. As you turn the
We're,
lead.
we're heading east, so we're going to be heading back towards St. Louis.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, I'll send word out there if anything else happens.
Okay. All right.
All right.
See you later,
See
Sheriff.
you later, Bill. And then you go the turn as well, and out the corner of your eye you see about a 40-year-old man standing under the cover part of a building, just kind of staring at you. Bald, slight wrinkles, wearing like a white jacket over him. You don't recognize the man, just kind of staring at you.
Good day.
Good day.
Jot that down.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I'm out of town,
Pop the old menu.
I will then pull out the paper.
Yeah, it's a sheet that says, "Good luck out there. I have already went ahead and started spreading rumors around town that you guys were leaving." That's all it says.
I'll take a match and I'll print a note.
Okay. You guys meet up, and you're like at the kind of side of town that you guys were planning on.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
So I have a cigar.
Yes.
I want to smoke.
Yes.
Can I use prestidigitation to light it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
It'd
So
be like-
it specifically says add a candle, torch, or small campfire. So I'm
Yes.
like, well, this is kind of like a candle. So
Yeah, so you gotta take it out and just kind of almost like.
yeah.
I actually say the way you do it
Bioshock style.
is you, yeah, you do
Actually,
this.
I'm a bard, so wouldn't I have to use my
No,
bard?
Stick it in your
Bard
mouth.
powers
And,
too?
stick it in your mouth and make like a
It's-
musical whistle.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So-
I'd whistle and it would just
So like you put it in your mouth and it's somehow
smoke green comes out right at the end.
somehow you're able to like whistle while it's in your mouth, you know, and you see like a spark of fire just shoot into the end, and goes whoop, and catches on. And it's not just a smoke ring; the ring looks like a musical note that comes out.
Yes.
Welcome to D&D, where you can flavor anything.
Agent God.
Also, prestidigitation can make something taste like something, so I say you also use prestidigitation to make it like a chocolate tobacco.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
The hell does that smell?
Burning chocolate is what it smells like.
Fucking horrendous.
So are you leading?
I'm now getting back to you guys, yes.
You guys meet on the outside of town. What we'd like to do is
Thank you.
mead, though. It's exactly what you wanted.
Perfect.
Susan sends her regards.
You get what you need?
Got what I needed.
as you can see, there's like guns
Yeah.
strapped to his back.
Yep.
You got a gun in
You
your
had to
back and
angle
just
it
haven't
weird
seen
because,
it
like,
on
if he's
down.
on a horse,
I don't think
it's
I've
like
seen
weird.
this thing.
Actually,
in
probably when I
character
got
yet.
on the horse, it's probably now along the
Okay, I
side.
say
Probably
you
on
have,
the saddle.
they have
I
a
don't think any of us
you have
have
a
seen it
saddle
in
boot.
person.
Someone was up there with them when it was unboxed.
Oh, yeah.
Your head was up in the attic, so I couldn't.
I didn't
I couldn't.
see it,
Actually,
though.
I never actually went in
He's
the
got
attic.
bugbear ass.
Yeah, pretty much. I had
You ever
had
seen
dingleberries up in
Yeah, I
my
was gonna
face.
say, you ever seen a long-haired dog take a shit? You know, someone that sticks to the hair. You're welcome.
Bear looking at a rabbit says, "Do you ever have shit stick to your fur?"
Thanks for that, guys.
How do you go to the bathroom? I don't remember.
So, alright. You two are the ones that were knowing about the stupid camp, so.
East.
All right, so you're
Oh, we
taking,
were told.
You're taking
a few
the-
hours east.
taking the lead then.
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
I need to make a survival check then. You're trying to get your way there.
Is there any way I can help him?
You can assist, yeah.
I could assist since I know.
Yeah, it was-
If you know the direction, yeah, you can assist as
It would
well.
make
So,
more sense.
so either, if you assist him, you give it advantage, or you can roll separately.
I'll give you advantage.
Uh, 21.
21. All right, like you don't know exactly where it's at, but you've been out in the wilderness enough that you can see trail easy. So you're making your way. I need you to go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Not again.
Roll a 1.
Not again.
Roll a 10. 5.
Don't give us 8 weeks. Okay, don't give us 8 weeks of
It's a
winter.
1. Okay.
Don't give us 8 weeks of winter.
We're stuck in the
give us
snow
eight.
again.
I know.
You're stuck in the winter for
This is.
3 weeks.
You realize you
Deja
stuck, you
vu.
stuck us in the snow for like 2 months, and now he gets revenge.
My fault.
You
You guys were the ones
ever been
rolling.
buried to your neck in sand?
We're not as magically inclined as we were in that one.
I'm actually more magically inclined than my character in that one is.
I've got a sword that can work like a shovel, maybe.
You work better as a shovel than the sword.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'll take a coat. Thanks.
Sorry.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, one.
I get you one.
He's thinking about shoving us into winter again, yeah?
Yeah, coat.
Okay, no. It's also spring, so that'd be
You two want
surprise.
No.
Okay, I need you to also roll a d6 for me.
I didn't say no, it's just Harry.
Oh,
The amount of creatures.
Here's the 6.
Yes!
2 ones?
No, it's a 6.
Oh, it's a 6.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Got it
Rip,
right
John.
for a fight.
Hey, we gotta talk about those basilisk, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Six bastards.
Does help come to those who ask for it here by chance?
And the answer was nay. All right.
I would like to plead with the god of luck. Because fuck you.
He finds you wanting.
So as you're making your way, you start noticing some tracks. And then along with the tracks that you recognize, you also hear some howling in the distance.
Start looking around.
How far away?
They sound incredibly close.
My passive is shit, so I'm guessing I don't hear it.
I'd say with your passive, you would still make it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's how close
They're
it is.
close.
Then.
Battle stations!
So do I hear the howling?
Yeah, you hear the howling. Everyone here is capable of hearing the howling.
Does my dagger poke me?
Does
Within like a matter of like 30 seconds after you hear the howling, it's poked, as you start hearing some rustling coming from.
We got company, boys.
I've
I
got
put
my
my
revolver.
walking off my back and knock an
I
arrow.
snuff out.
Okay, you get
And
ready.
yeah, I snuff out the
All
cigar.
right,
I
as
don't
Austin-
want to
I'm going to
smell it.
pull out my sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer, as you start getting ready, wolves to start barreling out.
Yeah, I'm off my
I'm going
horse.
to
Oh,
get up
thanks.
onto my horse and kind of.
When you guys actually ever get a beach episode, we got.
Nobody wants to see John in a bikini.
Now hold up. Don't speak for the whole.
Don't speak for the
Don't
group.
speak for the group now.
It's so big, Chad.
I know. That's what she
Every great
said.
anime has a
I
beach
want to
episode.
see you in your itsy bitsy teeny weeny
Yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today.
I like how we all so proud of us.
Now I don't have actually any
That's in the
actual
recording.
figures.
You have
so-
one.
Well, that's a dire wolf though.
No, you have Talia.
Oh yeah.
Talia.
Just saying, Natalia's up on the shelf.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I always thought her base was a little thick, though. I don't know why.
Dead
Same way, playing brother.
I don't know wherever John's gonna be.
The green
Yeah,
circles
yeah,
are
check it out.
trees.
It looks pretty cool.
I was like, hey, you something you need telling me about? Like, oh, it's a hat. Okay.
Now you got a bear pelt.
You just
on his head.
shaved, John. Just saying.
Yeah, which way is east?
Mount May, what do you expect?
East is this way.
Okay. I didn't know if you were actually going off the compass or not.
East,
so.
I thought you said west.
Well, there's no writing on that compass, so you don't actually know which direction.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there's not.
Well, if you go at it from the DM's
You
perspective.
were helping him.
I immediately regret my decision.
Wherever you want to throw me.
Okay.
Just me, you're fucking look really tall compared to everybody else.
It's a hat.
Oh, the maul is literally the exact same thing as a great.
Yeah, it just does bludgeoning damage to slashing damage.
Yeah, I thought it was a different.
Hey, depends on how I hit you with the sword. Just saying.
If only you could dual wield a maul and a great sword.
Right? Freaking badass would that be?
Dark Souls 2 again.
Come out like
This isn't Dark Souls,
what was the guy's name from Mortal Kombat with the four arms?
Goro.
Goro.
All right. So I will be.
I pictured us in like a V formation. That might.
What
Well,
about
you guys
birds?
are following a game
What are we,
trail right
birds?
now too.
We're
So.
going
Oh, what?
north
Game
of the
trail.
river.
Oh,
You guys are following a game trail right now, so there's really not enough room for you guys to
That's
do
right.
the
We found the game.
Also, with the way the trees are, I feel like we're gonna be going from V to I, V to I, V.
Yeah.
I'd say if we're following the trail like that, going around the street.
Okay, so I need rolls of initiatives.
Oh, here we go.
I forgot my
Five.
medicine, so
Why?
I
Oh,
have
it's so low.
Alright,
It's
good.
hate that
Okay.
die so much.
I love this die.
Fuck that die.
It's okay, I've actually rolled just as many ones as I've rolled
Okay.
20s on this dice, so
20 to 25.
24.
Okay, so
you get advantage.
yeah.
That's how I rolled the 20.
What's his magic item he has? Alright, 15 to 20.
17.
18.
Okay, Boden had 18. And
Oh no.
Malcolm had 17. Alright, 10 to 15.
Oh no.
2 in front, a horse.
Oh no.
Okay,
You guys had so low initiative, you fell off of your horses into battle.
okay, 5 to 10.
7.
7.
Okay, who has the higher dexterity of the two of you?
I believe it's him.
They have a +5.
Because
Okay.
you're actually running a strength build, right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. My dexterity only plus 2.
He has actually about the same dexterity and strength, actually, so.
You're pretty average on most of your stats, right?
Generally.
Okay, so John and then Gideon. Okay, first up, Val, it's your
Oh,
turn.
you guys, I'll bring it to
Okay.
here. From the front.
So we're currently moving full pace on horses. How fast do horses move?
50.
Can we see the wolves?
Yes, they just busted out a whole bunch of brush.
I'm take my
And
first.
like technically, horses are large, so you're occupying large spaces right now. But we don't have horses for all figures for all of you, so just keep that in mind. I guess that you guys are all kind of taking up large spaces, and you're on horses, and your horses are just going to go on your initiative.
Okay.
So you can move your horses on your initiative. If that's what you're wanting to do.
Okay.
Okay, Val.
That's why I was wondering. I didn't know if we would move the horse or not. So I'm just going to turn this horse and just start bolting this way.
Okay.
You said 50?
Yeah, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 50. I can just look it up real quick. I'm on.
I think I've got a riding horse. Yeah. Speed is 60 according
60.
to the riding horse.
A little higher. Okay, 60.
What about a war horse?
It's also a 60 as well.
So you have a war
I
horse,
have a
right?
war horse.
I just have my riding horse.
We didn't think a riding horse would be able to carry.
I just pictured you on a Shetland pony.
So,
My legs will be touching the ground.
so I'll just get right there.
Okay.
Get your legs up in the
And as
Knees
we're
up in your
running, as
chest.
I'm kind of sprinting through, just throwing some knives.
Throwing some knives. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
As he's going through, it's just him walking. He's holding the pony up against him, so it looks like he's riding
Has it on like
13?
13,
floaties?
miss.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of.
8 plus 7 is 13, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you throw this one.
8
and it's
plus
like,
7 is 15.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's 15.
Because 7 minus 2 is 5.
Okay, so 15.
Just hit.
Okay.
Say, we have a high base.
Or did you boost him up a little bit?
I mean, like they're almost like.
Easy, boy.
I mean, they're not much tougher than goblins
Your
normally.
dice made the wrong turn out, but
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. All right.
And then if it's still up,
It's
I'm
still
running
up.
by it. And I'm just shooting with that first one.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, 13 plus 7's 20.
28. You hit.
And it's a d4. For an additional 8 points of damage.
Okay. 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 It's looking rough, but it's still up.
Oh, flat.
All right. Next up is Boden's turn.
I'm gonna ride up next to Val, to where we're like practically touching. I'm gonna hand you my reins. I'm gonna jump off my horse about right here.
Okay.
To where I'm in combat with the.
The first one?
Yeah.
That's already been injured? Alright.
And then I will make.
It's one of those things where you just toss them and jump at the same time, and Val
as
just
I'm-
catches it.
As I'm jumping, I've got the maul out and I'm raging.
Raging. You rage. Bonus action rage as you bring the maul down on top of this wolf that's already been injured.
Of course, I would shut off right as I go to touch it. One thing I don't like about the psychic blades is that even though it's cool, I get that. They don't
Okay,
go
so
up.
whenever I hit a creature with an attack roll before my rage and the creature takes an additional 1d6 force damage as magic leashes up retribution. So it just takes an extra 1d6 of force damage whenever I hit it.
Okay.
It's 9 plus 7, 16.
Hits.
6 bludgeoning damage. So 11
Okay.
plus my strength modifier is. Sorry, still learning character.
New character, who it is.
Plus, so 15 points of bludgeoning damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 points of force damage.
Okay, so with your momentum and your strength coming behind it, as soon as you land, boom, and that just flattens that wolf out. You hear the spine crack and the skull crunch as you hit right in the neck area. It just comes down and you pull it out and look at the next wolf next to
And then
you.
I'm dashing toward, or going towards it for the next attack.
Okay, how much? You used about half of your horse's movement, so you probably have half the movement you can take.
It's only 10 feet anyways.
Okay.
Next attack. Ooh, that one probably misses. It was a 3 plus 7, 10.
Yeah.
That misses, yes.
Yeah.
So the other one, pulling it out while you're trying to run kind of slows you down, so you kind of misses as the wolf's able to jump out of the way of your second attack. That ends your turn then.
Yes.
All right, it is Malcolm's turn.
Come on, Bard, show us what you can do.
I mean, nothing unless they're within 60 feet.
Well, you have 60 feet of movement.
I know.
You have 10 more feet.
Who's got the coconut?
Yeah, which puts 2 in my range.
Malcolm does because he's musically inclined.
Yeah,
And
no,
That's
horse
true.
just got when that's.
I'm on the ground now. So.
Would I know what kind of wolves these are
Just a
just
weird red
without
dust everywhere.
having to use an action to think about it, or probably not?
Knowing your background, no.
Okay. I think so.
They look like
Okay.
wolves.
Yeah, they look like wolves, yeah.
Tut tut, looks like rain. Okay. Let's I'm gonna use cast. Got my guitar out, my focus, and cast Dissonant Whispers on this one.
All right, wisdom saving throw.
Yep, 14.
Okay, that would only be a 10, so it fails.
Okay, so 3d6 psychic damage. 3, 6. So 12 psychic damage.
Nice.
If it's still alive,
Okay,
it
it's still
must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, and it was this one right here?
No,
This one.
probably would have done anyways. You hurt it bad.
All right.
You got blood coming out of
Yeah,
his
I-
eyes.
Yeah, I feel like that would hurt a wolf in big old ears.
All right. Is that the end of it?
Yeah, that didn't find
Okay.
it.
So this one's rough. That one took damage. That one was already running, so he's smart enough now at this point. Like, no, he's taking off.
This one hasn't been damaged at all.
No, the red one, the one that he just
Oh.
damaged.
One that I just.
The Oni figure, whatever that is, I don't know. He's gonna keep going. This one, these three. I'm gonna roll for them real quick.
It's their turn. So
See what they're doing. Yeah, it's their turn.
Pack tactics.
bitches. and
Okay,
guys.
so
They're called tactics.
two of them were smart enough to turn and run. Yeah, they saw this one get smashed, and this one blood starts pouring out of its
This one was hidden
ears.
behind the tree. It didn't have
Yeah,
one
yeah.
inside.
Let me
These
find
two are like, nah, and they start bolting out. Well, this one's like, oh no, we got this. Okay, so
Okay, get to me one turn.
25, 30, 35, 40. Nope. Action dash. Going to get over here though. And then this one's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks on you, which I think it would have had. Didn't even have to be flanking to get that, but
I didn't reckless.
no, but they have pack tactics.
Tactics.
So as long as there's one within 5 feet, they get advantage on the attack against you.
Pack tactics.
Mhm.
More than meets the
So it's going to make a bite attack against you.
Is this not? Go ahead.
That one done ran anyways.
Okay. So that is a 22 to hit.
That might hit.
Okay.
It's just mockery. Will give them disadvantage.
You gotta mix up sometimes. Very similar.
That's fair. I thought Distant Whisperings. I was like, oh, I'm gonna call that one slut. It's like, oh wait, no, it's a vicious mockery.
You take 4 points of piercing damage,
Reduced
half
to
to
two.
2. I roll. It's 2d4, and I rolled the possible lowest thing I could roll on that.
Chad loves barbarians too.
Well, at least he's not a totem warrior. I was done with that.
Next campaign, we're all totem warriors.
We cannot die.
I just throw mind flares at you guys all the time.
Ah!
Nothing but psychic damage.
Dominate person.
Yeah.
No, the totem warriors and the journey through the Underdark.
Yeah.
It's all mine.
No, if we're all barbarians, we'll just use Ethan's enemy that takes 2 years to float from the top.
All right. All right. That's the end of the wolf's turn. John, it is your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20 with my horse, and I'm gonna take up position, and I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. Which one are you attacking?
Let's do the one that just did the dash, the one right there.
Okay, the one that's uninjured. Okay.
It's a 7.
Misses.
Yep.
Shoots over it.
That's the 9.
9. Both miss. It's just moving too much. It's just moving too much that you're able to get out. No, you hit. Hey, end your turn, John?
Yep.
All
I
right.
don't have anything else I really need to do.
Gideon, it is now your turn.
2 of those bullets.
I'm gonna jump off my horse
Okay.
and do a.
If you want
You gotta
to,
get a.
you can do this, and if you're flanking with
Yep.
Boden, you get advantage on the attacks.
Okay. I'll do that. And I'm going to make an attack with my longsword.
All right, go ahead. Roll an attack with advantage. That's also a d12, so that wouldn't do any good.
Start down here. So,
I've done that. I've made that mistake before.
17.
They kind of look similar.
Yeah, we'll go with 17.
17, it hits. You hit with your longsword.
So that's 1d8 plus 5.
Are you doing a one-handed?
Yes,
You're doing
one-handed.
a one-handed, yeah, that's right. Okay.
So that's 12 damage.
12 damage, nice. Slash. As you come down, slash. And I believe you get another attack.
Yeah, because anytime I use the attack, an attack, I get to take an additional
Attack. So you go ahead and roll another attack at advantage.
Fighters for the win.
That's
Just roll, see if you get
that.
crit. Roll again, see if you get a crit.
See if you get natural 20 or something, yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Bleed it.
Still hit. Damage.
That's 8 plus 5, so that's 13.
Well, that's also d12 you just rolled. So
Everyone dice.
that's a d8, yes.
Okay, so that's 7.
7 points of damage. Nice. And that one's actually starting to show a pretty good wear and tear. It's showing more wear and tear than this one is.
Especially when they're down in the dark.
Yeah. Do I need to turn the lights up a little bit more?
No, it's fine.
Okay, or is it because you had it underneath the table?
Yeah,
Pretty
we're just
much.
underneath the table there.
All right. Getting to the end of your turn, because you have a little bit more movement left if you want, not much, but
Let's see, how much was I at?
because that was your horse, so that'd be like half of your movement since you jumped off. But well, also like you also giving Boden an advantage to take that one too if you wanted to by staying there. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay. So top of the round, Val. It is your turn again.
Yeah, just be like, all right.
Okay, make attacks.
If you can hit him.
Thanks, brother.
Oh,
That hits.
Now,
which one are you attacking first?
Help me.
I was thinking the one that's further back.
Okay.
Would that be like covered at any point because of that?
I'm going to give them. What's the covers that I have on
Well, I
here?
mean,
I'm going to give
it
them
would
half.
have to be full cover at that point because it's +5, right? At that point, I
Well,
rolled a 20 to attack.
I was going to give them half cover, so it was just a +2.
Okay.
So it still hits.
Okay. So that is 3d6 sneak attack damage.
Sneak deep.
Yeah.
Snake attack?
Sneak attack.
Snake attack.
Sneak attack.
Snake attack.
My God, if you shoot your gun and a fucking snake flies out, campaign over. Guys, we won.
Really?
Wow, that's bad.
That was horrible sneak attack damage.
Is that all ones?
No, there's a
2
3
in
there.
there.
There's a 3 and a 2.
So that's 2 + 4, 6 points of psychic damage. Because I don't know which one to put the sneak attack damage.
Sneak attack, I'm just going to do as piercing damage.
Okay. Then, so 6 psychic, because I need to get used to this, because we're going to come against other creatures, and 5 piercing from the sneak attack.
Okay, so like
That was
this
pretty
wolf.
shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, this wolf is barely hanging on by a thread.
Well, it's also getting another knife thrown at it.
Okay, so go ahead and.
Nope.
You miss. Like, it kind of, from the first one, you kind of rears up enough that it misses the second one that you flung right at it. All right, so after that, Boden, it is your turn again.
Reckless attack on the one that's over here.
Okay, reckless attack.
I'm getting it.
You hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Yeah, so roll damage.
2d6 of bludgeoning
Roll
damage.
damage.
7 points of bludgeoning,
Plus,
1 point of force.
plus.
Oh, shoot. +4.
Gotta remember that.
I gotta
guys.
remember that, yeah. And rage damage. I haven't even added my rage damage.
You gotta remember that.
Come
stuff,
on.
guys.
I'm
Alright.
bad at barbarian. And then just,
Reckless attack on the other one.
I don't really need
As you
it.
turn. Oh yeah.
That's another 16.
Yeah, you hit.
So, be 11 points,
Bludgeoning damage.
13 points total with rage.
Oh, okay. 30.
And then 5 points of
Okay,
force.
how do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna like do like a whirlwind attack where I just kind of swing in a circle, clock the first one in the head, full circle, clock the other one in the head, just knock them both out.
Okay. Oh, knock them both out, or are you trying to go?
No,
for it
I'm killing them.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
crushing their skulls in, but
So yeah, as everyone witnesses, as like these two pretty injured wolves that were now like considering it's probably a good time to leave. See Boden grab his like great maul and just goes. You hear the snap of the neck of the first wing, and he spins around and with the
sound like your cats.
head just falls off of the other one, and that was the sound the second wolf made.
And soon you're gonna hear Chad do the same move.
Yeah, now
I'm
I'm fighting his
gonna pull
head.
the rifle out. And I'm going to pop the silver bullet out,
Okay.
put in a rifle bullet.
Okay.
Because I had like 5 rifle shots, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I'm just gonna look at the 2 that ran away.
Okay.
Can I see them?
You can see them, yeah. It is difficult. There's a whole bunch of brush in the way, so they probably have full cover at this point.
Okay.
Well, like we ran away.
Three-quarters cover,
Three-quarters
too.
cover.
Three-quarters covers.
So I'm going to take, just because, practice shot. But I'm going to use steady aim, the new rogue feature of Tasha's, which lets me use my bonus action to take aim.
Okay.
So I have advantage on the attack.
All
And
right.
I'm just gonna pick one of the wolves and just shoot.
All right. Roll advantage.
I'm assuming that's going to hit, so the 17 on the first one. That's a 1 on the second one, so 17.
17. Well, is it a total of 17?
Well, no, 17. Well, whatever the rifle is going to be, because we haven't made it yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just
It's dexterity based, and it's 17 plus 7.
it's dexterity based.
So
It's
it's
plus 1 weapon also, right?
No.
Oh,
So
that's
it's-
It's just magical.
It's just magical, so it doesn't like get damaged, and it does magical damage to it.
Okay. So 17 plus 7.
Okay, so 24. It hits. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a 1d10.
1d10.
Yes.
Hey!
10 plus your dexterity.
10 plus 6, so 10 plus 4. 14.
14.
And would it technically be considered sneak attack because he doesn't know I'm coming?
I'm debating. I'm doing an internal debate right now. I am going to solve it with a percentage roll.
Okay.
So I'm
God,
going,
if you kill him, that bullet better
I'm
go
going to say 50
in
or
one
higher.
hole and out
yes.
the other.
Okay. Just because I want to see if I can actually shoot this stupid thing.
So 31. So no, I said since it is aware that you guys are there,
Okay, that's fine.
it's not a sneak
That's
attack, but
I just want to see if this thing works.
it starts running as like you get its hind leg, and the like last leg's kind of like limping along, almost trailing behind it. But
We can follow the blood trail if you want.
Just
Yeah,
curious, how
I
loud
think we
is
have
the
more
gun?
important things
So-
to do.
the loud, like it's a large report. Like your guys' ears start ringing next, just standing next to him as it
I
goes
have
off.
big ears too.
And then you were on a horse, so like Boden's sitting there, you hear the whistling of the bullet goes by, your ear just.
If it's that loud,
Hmm.
I hope my horse is okay with this.
These horses have been around gunfire enough that they won't panic.
This loud?
There's a severed.
Alright. As long as I don't get thrown off, I don't think I can handle animals
That's
that
louder
loud.
than those other guns I've ever shot.
What'd you say? Yeah. They want you to take the forts.
I'll put that silver bullet back into it.
All right,
I'm
just-
gonna press the digitate and create a better sound effect in my ears than the ringing I'm currently hearing.
all right.
How many was it?
This might be the most times I've seen that spell used in this many different ways in one.
In one go.
I say the most I've ever seen it used is when Brock cleaned his armor.
It's a clean
Yeah.
shit. That's all
Yeah,
I
you're
really
sitting
use
there.
it for.
And I just say like you're like ha, so you just make the sound of popcorn popping. Like,
Yep.
all right. Well, the other 3 wolves, 1 injured, run away from you guys. You guys can choose to pursue or just keep going.
2 should be injured. The one that
oh,
went
yeah,
this
two-
way.
the two of them
the one that
injured,
went this way has got his ears
yeah,
bleeding.
the 2 injured wolves with 1
Brock
non-injured.
blew the
run away.
leg off of one.
It's still there. It's just like kind of like hanging.
Something deep inside.
Dangling.
It's a different kind of
Objects to
dingleberry.
the truth, but not something I can put my finger on yet.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. I don't know, it may not be me.
What?
I'm
Shove
gonna
it back in the saddle.
But I've even got the most
Saddle
ear
up
cover
to you.
protection because I got the fucking
Like,
bear fur
hold my
laying
hammer
around
up,
my
like, can you
ear.
clean that off?
Can't hear jack shit.
Is that possible?
Oh, sorry. I had popcorn in my ears. wait, sorry.
Sweet. I'll put it back on the thing.
It's like covered in rust. And it like vibrates the rust
I
off.
wish I had a spell to summon a horse. We could like fucking Gandalf, just whistle and a fucking horse appears.
There is a spell that is
You can get it.
So
I know,
With
I'm
magic
saying I wish
seed.
I had it.
Yeah.
That's some Steve.
But if it's something you want, you can get some steed if you want, or maybe by then you could do some greater steed. I don't know.
At some point,
summon
I'm
a
gonna be
fucking
fucking Gandalf and just whistle and a horse appears.
Summon the eagles.
I did a
Gandalf.
Who? Whenever I had it in last
Gandalf.
Who?
It's not Gandalf.
Who?
Oh, you can't hear this, right?
Actually, I think some greater steed's a 5th level spell.
What elf?
It's a 5th level spell.
What else?
Level 11?
No, fourth.
It is 4th.
Is it?
All right.
Anyway, I guess we'll just continue onward.
All right, so I'm going to keep your
What?
survival check from earlier. So you're able to make your way. After about it starts to get evening as you guys are kind of slowly making your way through the woods because it is hindering your travel with how thick this is and following a game trail. Not 100% sure where you're going, but just no idea. Valentine, with your passive perception, after a while you hear like a drawing of a string.
Okay, we stop it. He's in the lead, so.
I'm like talking to Gideon. I'm like, so what you're saying is it's insanely clean there?
Hey, hey. Hold up.
I just said it was clean. Well, there's something wrong with what I said.
All right, then you hear in Elvish, halt, keep your hands up.
What did they say?
Well, I think I should
Wanna
know
make
that.
You know
You're
Elvish,
an elf!
I know that. I'm half elf.
but you know Elvish because
Yeah.
I don't think I know Elvish. Pretty sure I do know Elvish. I do know Elvish.
I know
Okay,
Elvish.
I know
Elvish,
I know,
Goblin,
okay.
I
Infernal.
know Elvish and
well,
Dwarvish.
Joffrey's not here, but he knew Elvish.
Oh, you know what?
You know,
I have all
celestial comedy.
Okay, John knows Elvish. Valentine knows Elvish. Malcolm knows Elvish.
Well, poor Gideon. Huh?
Well,
Boden too.
It's like, can somebody translate what the hell he said?
Typical foreigner, right?
Put your hands
Just
in
hold
the
up.
air.
Put hands in the air.
Alright.
Don't wave him around like you just don't care.
Man's gonna get us killed.
We can't see Boden, he's behind us.
We count and I'll say no. Which
There's a 14 hit.
Yes.
Okay. As the cop goes flying through your hand, don't care. As an arrow comes and like.
Because in
hits
all
him on the
fairness,
shoulder.
I heard halt, and then he's just saying, "Put your hands up." So I'm like, I have no clue what's going on.
no, the elf wolf
Fill
said
out.
put your hands up too.
Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage as an
Wow.
arrow like gets into the meat of your.
I don't do anything.
Save. I'll speak out in Elvish. We come seeking knowledge.
I'm not putting my hands up. I'm not doing anything. I'm just keeping them on the reins.
Let me roll for
You
this.
said 4.
Yes.
What was the name? I thought it was in the for sure.
Okay.
So I saw in Elvish. We come seeking knowledge from the shaman Moonlight.
And Elvish, you hear hold on, and then you hear a few other strings start getting pulled back, but then you hear rustling of the bush, and a female elf steps out, completely like almost black skin. With when you get closer, she gets closer to you, and you see like little big like bits of like what almost looks like glass or crystal just embedded in the skin all over.
Is it daylight?
Hurt somebody.
It is it's like evening, so the fog's kind of rolled back in, but it is still generally day.
Is there fog all the way out here?
Yeah, there's fog all the way out here.
Hell.
Shit.
That's back in
It's thinner though, but it's still fog. So it was like kind of light mist where you can still see the sunlight coming through, but it comes out. It's like
So figure we're
what?
easily a few miles out of town.
You
right?
are several miles out of town. Yes.
I assume that this is the shaman Moonlight.
Don't know yet.
He goes like, and Elvis goes, "You wish to see my father?"
We do. We come seeking knowledge against some evil being that's taking possession of a town.
Bloodsuckers.
Do you know what he said?
Everybody but you two.
Yeah.
Let's look back, Boden. Oh, that's the weather.
You still up near me? But do you guys still have your link? Do you need me to translate?
So she whistles, and then you hear the bowstrings. Glue said, "I'll guide you. Follow me. Hands off of your weapons, or you will be shot down."
Alright.
Is she speaking Elvish still?
She actually switches to English for this one. It's very accented English.
That's fine.
She starts leading the way. She walks. They don't have horses, so they walk, and you stay on your horses to follow. After about
gonna ride while playing my guitar.
Yeah. After about 15 minutes of travel, you come across like a little clearing in the woods, and you see a whole bunch of hide huts, like circular, and you see a whole bunch of these, again, more of these dark-skinned elves around. Almost all of them have some sort of like beadage, like embedded in their skin almost. Then you see this old elf. I mean, we're nearing like almost the 700 years old elf, like just wrinkled, but still somehow. It's like they look old, but they still look regal and attractive, and what's come out with. You see like deer skull on top of their head with the antler sticking out, with dressed with all sorts of animal skins and holding a staff, like looks at you and speaks like in perfect English. I see we have guests. I am Shaman Moonlight.
Do I know all those customs?
I would say you studied enough to know a lot of elvish customs. These would be known as the Night Elves.
Do we bow? Is there a certain greeting that we do?
The Night Elves tend to be more informal.
Okay.
They take travelers coming and going. They tend to be some of the more friendlier elves around.
So once I see the bows, the whole incident we just had with the elf shooting the elf at this point.
Yeah. Well, and that would have been unusual. You have a feeling that there probably some things have been going on and have them pretty high right now. Boden you would have this information as well. Your tribe has interacted with elf tribes for hundreds of years, and that you would have.
I was gonna say
knowledge of this as well.
I'd have knowledge because I actually did a little bit of, I did a little bit of guiding of them back and forth between forts back in the day.
Greetings, Shaman Moonlight. I'm Valentine Rowe.
Looks at your badge. I see.
Yeah, we're investigating the disappearance of some of our crew members from Dodge City, leading us to their current situation.
The Nightwalkers, yes.
The vamps, yes. And somebody in town gave us knowledge that you may have information on how to fully defeat them, so that we can at least try.
Actually, wording was a cure.
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess a cure. I thought you were looking for. Never mind.
But if you have any knowledge that would be helpful in
Well,
that endeavor,
my daughter will take care of your horses. Please come inside. Yeah, she takes the reins and goes, all right. And then, and the evening is getting set, and I suggest you stay here for the night as well. It's not safe out in these woods. But I'll tell you what I can as he leads you inside. And it's one of those strange things that when you walk inside, it is obvious that the inside of the hut is definitely bigger than the outside of the hut. There is a significant space in here, enough to fit all of you. What almost seemed like you guys thought you were going to be crowded, probably sitting here on your feet. It is probably at least 50 feet diameter of space all the way around you.
I stick my head in and out of the tent repeatedly, like,
I am never gonna get used to all this magic shit.
Yeah, you look up, like, and some of you make a perception check, since you're the only one that has any arcane training.
I would have loved that.
So I saw 19 and a 1 there.
That's 19.
19. You see arcane symbols painted in like different kinds of dyes on the outside of the hut, and you're thinking that's probably the symbol. You can't make it out at all.
Right.
But
But I recognize it's definitely.
yeah. And then Val's gone. So
Do any of them seem threatening at all?
no, none of them seem threatened. Like they seem. Make an insight check.
Fear's
Actually,
leader need to go to can.
make an insight check. 18. What you get from where they're acting is they're not acting unusual. They seem high strung is probably the way to go. Like things have not been going well for them lately. So anyone is a threat, but as soon as the shaman talked to you guys, everyone got more calm, and now they're more focused on the outside. They have no idea. They don't seem interested in you at all anymore. They're just more focused on keeping guard. Because you were looking around, and with your passive perception, you actually saw a guard stationed, and you see odd, almost holy or pagan-like symbolism all the way around of some kind of religious thing. As you walk in the tent, and he goes, "Give me a moment," and he starts lighting a fire. Gets the fire lit. He does it by hand, though. Like, he actually does the rubbings and to get it going by hand.
Can I assist him? Or at least attempt to assist him?
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
I did check that, by the way, in the player's handbook. Temporary hit points drop when you long rest.
Well, some things are.
If it does not have a description, they drop at long rest.
Okay.
Let's say some things.
If they say a timer, then yeah.
Okay, so they'll drop at long rest. Okay.
16.
16, yeah. You help him, and he's like, "Thank you."
John
Colter. Interesting.
I think I've gotten that. Good elves. I'll wipe myself.
So, and when he lights the fire, something interesting happens. You see all the light reflecting all the little tiny things he has in his embedded in his skin. And he takes off his shirt, and there's even more there. And you recognizing it, you're looking like, all of you looking around like it's the same as the night sky. They've embedded it. You see constellations. The night
It's a
sky.
living planetarium. My
Plastic.
God.
And it's also interesting because when the light reflects off of it, you see it reflecting off of the hut, and it also has the constellations of the night sky just kind of moving around as he's walking around.
I guess the name makes sense now.
You've been to Snowball.
He goes, "So you guys are trying to battle the Night Walkers, and you said some people are looking for a cure for it."
Yes, the one of the doctors in town, his wife, has been turned. He's got her locked up at the moment.
At the moment. All right. Well, my heart goes out for them. The Nightwalker curse is awful. I can make a cure for it. I have all the ingredients but one.
Right.
The problem with that is it requires the leaves of the first sunflower. Which I
that is.
Yeah, I was like, do I know what that is?
I mean, it's the leaves of the sunflower.
No, off of the first sunflower.
Go ahead and make history checks, guys.
God.
This I wouldn't have any knowledge on, so.
No, you do nothing.
8.
No.
16.
No. Even with your 16, you do not know anything about the first sunflower.
Can you tell us more about the first sunflower?
Yes, it's the first sunflower that my people brought here when we came to this land. I know where it's at. It's kept in one of the holy temples that are forbidden to entry to us, since we have forsaken our old ways. So we do not go there.
So it's probably then forbidden for us to go in as well.
Well, I mean, you are not night elves, are you?
That's true.
So it is not forbidden.
Okay.
It's forbidden within our own tribe to go there. As going there embraces the old ways. But the first sunflower burns with the intensity of heat that you cannot handle it with your hands. You need a special box and a special tool to carry the leaves. And I do not have those tools. They were taken from us by your army.
Before.
Shit.
Yes, I believe they're probably there. So,
Well, gentlemen,
Would
looks like
we-
we're going to the fort after all.
Is there some way that we would recognize these if we saw them?
Yeah,
Do they have any
it's-
markings or?
it's a metal box with a golden inlay of the sun on it.
Okay.
And inside of it should be the tool so you use to harvest the leaves. Do not remove the flower, just the leaves.
all of the leaves, or just the
I just
amount
need
that we
one.
need?
I just need one leaf for one cure. So
Okay, so 1 leaf per cure.
We don't know how many.
Right.
We know of one that we need to cure, but we don't know what we come back to when we get back.
Sir Moonlight, is there anything else that you
We're
can
going to be
tell
fighting
us
these. It may not hurt to have
in regards
cure
to
to hang around just for ourselves.
the as you call the night walkers?
Well, from what the stories have been told for generations, is that they feed on the human blood. Well, blood in general does not have to be human. I do hear that they prefer humans though, as since they are one of the shortest lived, they have the most flavor. They can make more of themselves by giving their own blood to their victims, and they can also enslave their victims with the gaze, or by feeding them blood without killing them, or feeding off the blood of the others.
Do you know what hurts them?
They cannot go out in daylight, but I hear some of the younger ones are learning some ways to protect themselves from the sun.
My God, the Mexican immigrants.
They cannot be in running water, and a stake to the heart while sleeping will kill them instantly.
Does anybody?
But the preference is while sleeping.
Does our bard
While
know
sleeping.
a lullaby?
I do hear that if you can destroy the physical body, they'll manifest back in their coffin and be forced to be asleep for at least a day.
Wait.
Must be why that one turned into mist.
So she's not dead.
We did watch the mist burn in the sunlight.
Sunlight. The mist, extremely vulnerable to sunlight.
Oh, she would have gotten back her coffee.
Got
from
any
the sunlight.
portable sunlight?
Not on me.
It's portable sun. Only the energy I have I can cast, but I am too scared to leave this hut just in case they invade us.
Understandable. It's not pretty.
This is not your fight.
And they made a deal with something else that's been prowling woods as well.
Peachy.
Wolves?
Yes. The wolves have been overly aggressive. That's
There
what,
are a few of them on our way here.
we've been taking, it's been a nightly and daily ordeal. That's why we have guards stationed. Luckily for us, the night is our mother as well, so we are as comfortable in it as during the day, so they haven't been able to do any damage to us yet, but they're getting more aggressive.
The wolves haven't been attacking the city. They've just been attacking you.
I feel like the thing that's helping the Night Walkers is doing it for fun. They're bored.
It would also be less.
There's a maliciousness in the attacks that a normal wolf wouldn't participate in.
Well, let me ask you this. The wolves themselves, is it a big pack? Or is it multiple small
I
packs?
think it's multiple smaller packs. Usually the biggest wolf pack we've seen around here, even before the humans came, were maybe only 20 in a pack or so. But now I think I've seen a total of 50, maybe even more. If whatever this thing is leaves or disappears, I think they will go back to normal or be taken with them. But I mean, again, I feel like if the Night Walkers are killed, this thing would have no reason to stay anyway. So either way, our problems I think will be solved by the death of the Night Walker.
So we need leaves. without harming the sunflower,
Eh,
how many leaves can we extract?
I'd say at most 5.
That's the information I need.
It again, most of this is just from the stories told down from my grandfather and his mother before him.
It's more than we had to go on before.
So we know who. At least we have a good inclination of who. We know how. We know what we need. I think it's time to move to the plan.
Very well. I will give you directions to the temple that we hold the sunflowers at. The problem is, unfortunately, you'll have to harvest the leaves at night when the sunflower is sleeping.
Okay.
Because if it is not sleeping, it'll be too hot for you to get near it.
But the heat of the day, of it in particular, shouldn't keep anything out.
You should be safe from the night walkers, but there might be guardians or things that are not affected by the sunlight that may have moved into the temple while we've been gone.
Where is this temple at?
Living sunflower.
He describes like it's to the south of this place, about half a day's walk. It resides under a tree that's on a cliff overlooking a lake. You must touch the knot of the tree and it will open up the entryway to it.
This sunflower, is it like the tree people?
No,
Thank God.
no, it is not like the tree people. It's just a flower that embodies the sun.
Well, that's just terrifying.
Or beautiful, depending on how you think of it. And I guess you know when you see it.
So, based off of where he described the temple at, where is it in relation to the fort?
So the fort would be more. The fort is more northwest of your location, more west and north at this point. So it'd be southeast from the fort, like a big triangle kind of thing going on here.
Do you think we can get, given the circumstances of travel right now, on horseback, do you think we could get from here to the fort temple in a day?
Looks outside and say it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. He goes, if you push your horses to breaking, maybe. But you're more than welcome to stay here for the night. We'll have a feast if you do.
Well, food sounds good.
No. Very well. You may stay here in my hut, partake of the food and the women that you will, and have a good time. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
I have questions.
Sorry, I broke outside. Yes.
The symbols on the outside of the hut, did you do those?
Yes, those have been passed down. Our ancestors knew how to create spaces that were their own. As you can see, my house is bigger on the inside than the outside. Those are the symbols that help us do that.
Okay, so that's a tribal thing then passed down generation.
I don't know if it's tribal, but we've lost the old ways. We've become more tribal. It's from the old ways, but we've kept that as it's useful.
I gotcha.
So we are not from this world, as most of any of us are, according to our legends. Our God saved us from an even more evil God by moving us here.
Interesting.
So we kept some of that information of the spells and rituals that we knew back then.
Interesting. Just wondering if you can teach me how to do some of this.
I could. It would take probably weeks or months to teach you.
Oh, I don't know that I have that kind of time. But we may at some point, so I'll remember that. It'd be awesome if you could use that on top of a Liam's tiny hut. It wouldn't work.
No, you wouldn't be able to do it because you have to be inside of the tiny hut.
I know, you have to be inside the hut to ever be in the hut.
You can against the entire outside world.
That being said, though, if somebody else does the hut itself, and then you cast a spell on the hut, another person casts a spell on the hut, that may work.
Probably fuck up the guy on the inside, but hey.
Get inside.
Might
He's
get
also
pulled
bigger
right
than
off.
you.
But the thing is, Liam's tiny hut says that the only people who can be in it are the people who are in it when it was cast.
Not true. Not true.
I
We'll
think
read
the
it
point
if you'd
is
like.
I think it is.
No.
I say I will read it if you like. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I thought you could decide who can go in.
that's what it was too.
We'll worry about that later. But so he tells you this information. He offers you a place to stay for the night.
As thank you, we would also like to offer up some services of our own. We can help with night watch if you'd like, in turns.
That would be extremely useful. We can see well in the dark, but the more eyes, the fresher eyes, the better.
I know Boden and I can do pretty well.
That's
good.
what I
Okay. Yeah, I think everyone here has dark vision.
I have a form, but
Yes, everyone here technically has dark vision. Okay.
I definitely do.
So again, dark vision is one of those things that looks like those old 90s CCTV kind of things. But like usually we went on and ask guests for help, but we have been running our night guards to exhaustion, so maybe giving them a break would be nice.
we can help.
But yeah, I'll be letting the others know that you were staying, and the hunters brought in a good sized boar that will be partaking for dinner tonight. So feel free to mingle, enjoy yourselves, and rest. I'll let them know that you intend to fight the Night Watcher, and they'll be ecstatic to hear that.
One last thing, just so you know, and you may make your guards aware, there is a fey creature that tends to run messages for me back and forth. He's a very quick little thing, but he will probably be bypassing your guards to get to me.
I'll let them know.
It's blue, it's tiny.
And very fast.
Oh, you say it's blue and tiny, and you see like an almost
look like
a angry sneer come across his mouth, where he's like he knows what kind of creature we're talking about,
Okay.
and he is not quite happy about it.
Should I? No?
I'll let them know. Please avoid calling him if you can while you're here.
Will do.
They might get some target practice.
And he like steps up and he's like, I'm also going to scout around real quick to make sure nothing followed you. And you see him like step outside and he turns into a bird and flies away.
I was just getting ready to say, can I join you? But I don't think I can do that.
Sure you can.
So, outside of the game, is this basically like what would be a Native American tribe
Yes.
kind of style camp?
Yes.
Okay, then inside the game, I'm looking for peyote.
Okay. Looking for
Or the equivalent of.
Of course you are.
Or
So,
the
I was
equivalent
gonna say,
of.
peyotes being more of a cactus plant.
He wants to fly.
It's mainly
Yeah.
going to be in this, so you're going to see if they have any form of psychedelics here.
Mushrooms.
Mushroom. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
go
you-
ahead.
Whatever their tribe would normally do on
I
a
have
Friday
that.
night.
I'm going to say you can do an investigation check. But
Yeah.
you can use your charisma modifier or your intelligence modifier, whichever one you prefer.
I'm gonna see him look.
Charisma?
I'm gonna
For
see
sure.
him looking for this. I'm gonna nudge these two who were with me when I went looking. Say, I don't think we should let him know
19.
that I have any of that.
19? 19, like, since you also know Elvish, you're like asking around and stuff, and like, they're like, yeah, we plan on using it, some of it for the festivities tonight.
Woohoo.
If you'd like to participate. Usually we have a little, they point over to an area where you actually see like stone blocks placed up. We usually sit in that circle and tell great tales while partaking of of the like I'm just
The
trying to think.
great spirit room.
When we go on our spirit journey, that's where we go on our spirit journey. So you're more than welcome to participate with us.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm going to walk up to the gate area, kind of where they're starting to kind of
Is
close
that
up.
the what?
Gate, like the gate area.
Okay, I misheard.
And I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a step into the woods. I'll be right back.
Don't go too far.
I'll
Can't just because of wolves and
I'll be
such.
careful. Go out
Mhm.
about 50 feet. That's where I can kind of sprint back.
Mhm.
And I will summon the quickling
Okay.
there.
There's the ping and the it comes through, and like you actually see like the quicklings coming, and like you see it slow down before it even gets to you, and like eyes the camp, and like eyes at you, and then eyes the camp, and eyes at you.
I will walk up to him from there because I see where he stopped. And I'm like, gathering information. Don't come here. They hate you for some reason. And tell Davis I'll write down. I'll check with her. Gathering information, not currently in Dodge. I don't know how much to pay you since you don't like these guys, apparently. There you go.
He like, so you see him like doing the gesturing, opens your mouth, he opens his mouth, and you open, and you see like he doesn't have a tongue.
Mm.
Yeah, at all. When he opens his mouth, like he's just run off again.
The silent messenger.
I wonder if I should whisper him next time. Walk back in.
Look back in. And so this, you see activity and the tribe picks up as they have guests and they're getting like food ready. You see like this team bring in a big boar, like it looks like a good 400, 500 pound boar they brought in, like very meaty. They set up it like on a spit roast, and they have some of the children like they're like, trying to do a spit roast on it with. Yeah.
I'm gonna wander around and kind of keep it. Basically, watch their practices.
Okay.
Basically, for just basic stuff, like
Okay.
skinning animals, preparing food, and stuff like that.
Okay. Make a perception check. Or survival, kind of depending what you want to do with there. Depending on what you're looking for exactly.
Probably specifically like how they're doing it, not so much that they're doing it.
Okay, yeah, more go with survival then.
9.
9.
You find 9.
So you're seeing how they're doing it, and it looks like they've had a long time to build up efficiency and figure out how to do it. They're going so quickly, you're having trouble keeping up
Very
with it.
impressed.
Very impressed. You're having trouble absorbing it. They're going so fast. It's their efficiency over how many generations they've been here has been astounding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna join the patrol guards, and
Alright.
kind of just meander, looking out in the woods, making sure nothing
Okay.
happens.
So perception check, yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. 27.
27.
19 plus 8.
Fuck that die.
So
Ted's not saying it, but I am.
it's almost like
Hey, I've rolled a 2 and a 1 on this thing already
it
tonight.
depends. Like
Fuck that.
every time he's not in combat, it rolls great. As soon as he's in
It's like
combat,
scarily,
it's like
scarily accurate.
So you're so alert that it actually makes some of the other elves uncomfortable as you're around. As like you kind of do the thing where you find a spot when you're patrolling, you find like the perfect patrol path where you can see pretty much outside through any crack or whatever. And they're looking at like it's almost robotic as you're like, oh, there's a wolf moving over there. There's a wolf moving over there. There's a bird over there. There's a squirrel over there. You are alert. Squirrel.
Squirrel, goat, wolf, goat, 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 wolf.
But yeah, you pretty much by the end of a few rounds, you know where everything is in this village, where it needs to be at, what's going to be out of, if something's going to be out of place, what would be if something that was out of place would be abnormal. Like you see a bug, and like, okay, that's normal, that's going to be moved around or something like that. But that stick, no, like you pretty much you've been Yeah, you even
We walk by and pick up that stick.
you even
You're
learn
not
where,
in the
like,
right spot.
you find where the storage areas are at, where they're keeping like some of their herbs and extra food and stuff. You find you even spy a couple elves coming back from the woods, kind of sneaking back, and there's some sweat to them that you know exactly what they just finished doing.
I don't say anything.
You don't. Doesn't
I
bother
don't-
you in the slightest.
doesn't
Doesn't bother you in the slightest, but
Their culture.
you're aware of what's going on. But yeah, you're alert. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, but you do again see a couple wolves running by, and you're like, I'm not particularly keeping an eye out for that. So. Okay, the night draws closer as we start getting ready. You guys spend time doing whatever you want to. The food gets ready. People start eating. But after they start eating, some of the members start coming out and were dressed in some of the religious ceremonies, and they start dancing and see drums beating and stuff. There is your circle where they're participating in the in the spiritual journey. If you would like to participate,
I would like to play with the drum people.
the drum people. All right, they have like a drum, and you're like, hey, can I join? And they're like, go for it. So go ahead and make a performance check for me. You can use your dexterity modifier if you would like. You could do charisma or dexterity, depending on which one you prefer. I say dexterity
Dexterity.
because you're more using your hands, if anything. So
And I'm proficient in it. So. Be a 17.
17. Like it's like you don't know those exact tribal songs that they're doing, but you're like keeping up for a while, watching their hands, and after about like let's say a couple verses of it, you're like, no, I got this. And you're just able to. You're just able to keep up with it, just keeping up with the beat, and you're actually after a while you start outperforming the other elves, and they're kind of look at you and like, and they start going at it a little harder, trying to like, you almost get this competitive edge. We're like, well, we can't have like this. They can't have this bugbear come into their elven tribe and start playing drums better than they can. So
I'll send a message to him. We are guests here.
So you kind of tone it back down because when their sweat starts speeding up and you're still just they start matching their beat a little bit more, and everyone's having a good time.
I'm just enjoying the food.
Okay.
I basically imagine you doing the drum solo in the opening of the rocker.
Okay, Gideon, you doing anything in particular?
I guess I'll go out near the guard, sit down, start cleaning my katana, watching out in the forest.
Okay, fair enough.
I will look around to see if I'm impressing any ladies.
Perception check.
I think it's a -2. Yeah, so it's an 11.
11.
Just like all men here.
Well, I mean, you notice that you're getting the eye from some people, but you're still playing, so no one's approached you or anything yet. Getting as you're cleaning your blade, one of the elves asks if they can see your blade.
Rainbow. I turn around in my hand. And hand over the katana.
They look at it and goes, like, that's a very well crafted blade.
I crafted it with help by my master back in Japan. The wood is from one of the trees on the mountain that is sacred to my master.
That sounds. I do not know anything of this place you call Japan, but that's a lovely sword.
Thank you.
Take good care of it.
I plan
And just and they nod and walk off. Do you go on your spirit trip with them over there?
Yep.
All right.
Thanks for losing a card for the night.
You should pull out the wild magic table and have him roll a D100 and tell him the kind of vision that he has.
At that point, I would say, please roll Pilot Planet, because that would be hilarious. Plan.
You said let her roll a D100. What are the chances there?
I think it's a 3% chance.
The one time I actually sparked a freaking wild magic when I played as Laios, I got potted plant.
Oh my lord.
That shit can happen.
Completely unrelated.
Okay, so they're passing around the pipe and going on this journey.
And we're sharing stories, yes?
Sharing stories,
Okay.
yes.
If I'm coherent enough to share stories, it will matter if any of them are within earshot of me.
Okay.
Any of them.
Okay. I want you to go ahead. I want you to roll a d20.
Okay.
And depending on what this d20 roll is, what did you roll? A 1. So you're incredibly high in sharing stories. I'll let you share whatever stories you want, but after I'd say one story, you get a little fuzzy, and we're going to roll on the wild magic table to think what you're hallucinating at least.
Okay. So
Thank you.
they're sharing stories. I don't have a whole lot of life experience, so I'd say that probably I'm going to be sharing a story about who my real father is.
Okay. I will let you go ahead and roll on the D100 table for after your story's told.
I will be listening in on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Assuming that the 2 circles are closed to drumming and
They would be. I'm going to make you roll a perception check on whether you hear it or not.
What about the food circle or wherever the food is?
The food.
I mean,
like,
if you're
I
close
can
enough, they hear me just naturally. You're probably also getting stoned. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, it's edibles.
This is true. They are edibles.
Well, the fact that he's on a drum.
11 again.
11 again. I'm going to say you can't hear it over the drumming.
Okay.
Your passive probably picks it up.
Yeah.
If at the food table, go ahead and roll a perception check as well.
Okay, 'cause my passive 15.
Yeah, you'll just have a different DC.
I'm just
than-
enjoying
Is
like
it on passives an 8?
Yes.
Nice.
16.
16. I'd say you hear it. Are you trying to listen in on this?
Sure, why not?
Sure. All right, you're at the front guard. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I was 14.
14. You do not pass though, so only these two will be able to hear it. I need you to go ahead and roll your D100.
I'm so scared.
That's a 100%.
100.
Really?
So is it though?
Is it 000?
No.
100. Yeah, it's 100.
100.
Yeah,
That's
it's
10%.
10.
Oh,
That's what I
10%.
thought. I was gonna say I think I have to roll the zeros. for
0,
100.
0, 0 is
So
Yeah.
after you're done telling your story, you yeah, that would be you cast magic missile as a 5th level spell.
Shit!
So I'm gonna what you're gonna get up and use the restroom. As you're using the restroom,
Oh god,
you're gonna hallucinate magic missiles coming out of your penis as you're like instead of urine.
Floating around his head.
As
little
it's,
balls.
instead of urine, it's like
He is just pissing all over the place.
I mean, I doubt
He
they
better be
have
pissing on
actual
himself.
bathrooms out here, so
it'd be like in the tree line. You go to the tree,
Yeah.
you're like, oh what? And it's like yeah. So
He's
that's what's
pissing all over
That's
himself.
what happened. But you go ahead and tell your story that you would.
So
tell.
the story they would hear. God, I rolled a 1. I'm gonna get high really fast, aren't I? It's gonna be about living in the inn. Sorry, not living in the inn. It's gonna be the story I heard of my father from my mother. He's an elf. He's a high elf. I believe from the woodlands, if I recall. Named Glenn. He was headed westward. I'm following him. And as I'm getting too stoned to talk, and apparently piss magic missiles, they will hear a reference to me also looking for Glenn's big score.
Okay.
And that's probably what I'm going to trail off.
And you get up and start doing
Nothing
like
to me. I'm gonna keep eating.
you start doing the thing, and they're like, and you see one of the elves, and goes, I've had that one before.
They all see them.
Magic pistol.
Magic piss missile.
Does that make a urinal a shield?
Yes. Shield.
The urinal can't catch it all.
Boden, after you're done playing the drums, 2 elven women do approach you.
Hello.
You know, well, they don't talk; they just grab your arm and start leading like off to the side.
Okay.
If you wish to go with them, you can.
I'll follow their lead.
Follow their lead. Okay.
Alright. Bye,
Alright, bud.
Follow their lead. I just say you fade to black.
Okay.
Okay.
Once you go black.
You fade to black as they decide to entertain you for the rest of the
I'm
evening.
gonna telepathically tell him, like, I'll take the late watch.
I'll look over.
You look at him, you see two like elven women dragging him off to the side.
Oh, I'm breaking
You're
his tension now.
telepathically just let you talk. You're telepathically only
Middle
let
of
you guys
him,
talk to each
middle
other.
of him doing stuff, you just hear it. Just
Because
thoughts.
I'm imagining.
Yeah,
you
so
watched
he's breaking it
Kingsman,
now.
right?
Like, nope, I'm done.
Remember the very end of Kingsman?
Yeah,
No.
I remember.
That's what I'm paying. I mean, that's what I want to know. Can their telepathic link only do voice?
Voice
because
only.
otherwise,
Voice
it's
only.
the ending scene of the Kingsman.
It's a
And you've got the princess's ass.
it's voice only, and he's breaking it now. So, all right, but you guys participate in all sorts of activity and have a great time. While you probably end the night earliest than everyone else.
Yeah, I imagine so.
All right, so you guys wind down. Last watch. Who would like to take first watch?
I guess I'll take the first one.
Okay.
We're already doing patrols. So.
All right, go ahead and roll another perception check for your first watch.
27.
Ooh, not as great. 10.
10.
Man, you're over 3.
2, actually.
You have plus 8?
No, he rolled a 19 on the last one.
Luckily, like nothing out of the ordinary on your watch. You see now, but it comes and goes, and keeping an eye out. You hear all sorts of noises coming from inside the camp, which you're aware where they are, but nothing too.
Is Boden a loud motherfucker?
Okay, who would like to take second watch?
I'm already out there.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for second watch.
That's
You like
14.
rolling those 10s.
14. So the 14, you're like you send Val to bed. You take your next one. You're like keeping an eye out. The fire's still roaring, and you see several glowing eyes, kind of just keeping an eye on the camp as well. You think you know what they are. Probably wolves that you've dealt with. They're not making any aggressive march, but they're keeping an eye on the place. And with that perception roll, they seem to be more focused on you than the actual camp at the moment.
I'll take my longbow and just gently drape it across my mouth.
All right. So you stay on guard for the rest of the night. After about near towards the end of your ship, you see like the eyes start shifting as they seem to be backing away, going away. Okay. Who would like the third one?
Is this the last watch?
No.
Oh.
Okay, John.
No, it should be 4 tonight. I think.
Give me something decent, alright?
Because
It's
in
how whatever.
his campaign, Chad always takes 2 because he only needs half the rest.
That's right.
19.
And he switches it
19. All right, you get up, do your watch.
Peer deep into the forest.
Of course. At the point that everyone else is already gone to bed, like everyone's exhausted and tired. Besides the other guards out, there's not a sound going on. You hear?
Always mean to make you joke.
I was going to say, you do hear noise coming from Boden, though. It's not the noise that these gentlemen are laughing about currently. It's more angry noises coming from
Oh no!
as he's in deep sleep right now.
Okay.
Coming from me?
Yes.
Angry.
sleep.
Angry bear.
Boden.
Angry bugbear.
You have a dream.
That black people, white people.
You wake up in this dream,
Dream of night elves and
and you
sombreros.
are again chained up to a very familiar set of stones. And there's a very familiar man in front of you. Like, he looks at you, and he's like, "Welcome back, Boden. We need to have a little bit of talk." And he pulls out you see, like, he just waves his hand and like a chair comes out. He looks at you like, "Well, what are you doing? You can come down if you want." And you look and the chains are just gone. He pulls out, he waves his hand another chair, goes, go ahead, sit down.
So there's no chains,
There's no chains,
just the stones.
just the stones, and he's pulled out, he seemed to have pooped out 2 chairs.
Do I have any weapons on me?
You look and you have the weapons that you would have on you while you were sleeping.
Do I feel like this is real, or am I conscious enough to know if this is a dream or not?
Roll a d20 for me.
He is the smartest one. He's the only one that can possibly figure this out.
Sadly, it's true. Probably not with a 6.
At the moment, you do not realize you're dreaming.
I'll sit down. How far away from me is he?
It's actually not very far. He has them right next to each other. As you sit down, he waves his hand, and a fire pops up in front of you. He waves his hand again. The scene shifts, so now you realize it's dreaming because the scene just shifts to the village as it's partying and all this ruckus is going on. You can see Valentine keeping watch, and then they're shifting as John takes watch, and shift as as everyone starts taking watch, as you're just watching the events of the night just unfold again. You can even see yourself playing the drums over there.
I get to see the magic pistol again.
What is there to talk about?
Well, we didn't get to talk a whole lot because of how angry you were, which is understandable. I understand. I'm sorry. I didn't have much time to thoroughly explain what was going on.
Can I insight check him to
you
see if
can.
he's actually sorry or not?
You can go ahead and insight check him.
I know my insight is, it's gonna be 5. Yeah, 5.
Hard to read. So, and what I did to you was unfair and against your will. I know that. And it kept you alive long enough for your friend over there to come get you. I couldn't release you from those chains myself because the rules that are in place keep me from directly affecting things. I was tactically pushing my boundaries, doing what I did to start off with. And the only reason I can talk to you now is because I am bending the rules a little bit. This will be the last time we ever talk or see each other.
So you look exactly the same.
It looks exactly the same. But at this point, he goes, after you looking, he looks the same, and he's like, then when he's in the middle of talking, his lab coat that he had on originally turns into a robe. And all of a sudden, he's wearing pajama pants and house shoes on, and he's sitting there. He's like, "Do you need anything?" He goes, He waves his hand, and a mug appears in your hand full of this brown, steamy kind of goo in it. Go ahead, it's fine. He continues talking, and another one pops up in his head and he drinks it.
Like a thick goo or
It's hot chocolate.
Okay.
So, not like a thick goo, just this brown. How do you describe hot chocolate to somebody who's never had hot chocolate? It's brown, kind of water, steamy
chocolate.
yeah. So it's like hot chocolate in your hand. There's even marshmallow floating in there.
I just set it to the side.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
What's your name?
Ooh, that's a great one. I have many names.
Give me one.
Oh, no. This is great. Many call me the King of Dreams, the Prince of Nightmares, the God of Sleep. My favorite, though, the Guardian of Children's Hopes. People have called me the Sandman. Some people on the called me Hypno.
The one made you sound like a pedophile.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Unnatural 1.
That's weird to say. An unnatural 1.
Pedal man, ooh, pedal man, ooh, pedal man.
Okay.
Nah, he's a bugbear. This is gonna be pedo bear.
How much HP do you have?
61. Nope, 59.
Okay, you only take 24 points of psychic damage.
God, shit. How much?
Fuck you.
24. In your sleep, which you'll have when you wake up, since you're in the middle of your long rest.
Sorry, what?
You'll have when you wake up.
That's what I'll have when I wake up.
And that's what you have. You don't have that much damage when you wake up.
Wait,
He's gonna wake up.
if you hasn't completed the long rest, did you retain your 8 temporary hit points?
I didn't have the 8 temporary hit points.
Did I not
You
give
didn't.
you?
You didn't.
No, you gave him to.
Because he was raging.
That's right. You are gone.
Okay, so he's like,
Trying to save.
please don't do that. Would never harm a child.
Didn't say you would. I'm just saying it made you sound like one.
Oh, I'm asleep. I'm a bit something good.
The fuck did you do to me? That hurt.
Well,
It's like I got a brain freeze.
that's exactly what I did to you. No.
Down your hot chocolate smell icy.
So I was coming to say I was going to answer any questions and tell you a little of the story, if you had time or were willing to listen.
Sure, Sandman.
Thank you. So, I come from a land, of dreams.
I'm so glad you stopped me.
Everything I have, everything that it is what people remember while they're sleeping. The world is shifting and changing. And they create little creatures that I am in charge of. But also, this world is technically linked to this one. And when this one's in danger, that one's in danger. There's something coming that wants to see this world gone. But a lot of us, of people of my power, some greater, don't want to see that happen.
So do something about it.
The rules say we can't.
Fuck the rules.
Well, we're doing what we can, so we each picked our own little chosen to represent us, to do something about it. And you're mine.
There's probably better picks up there.
See, you say that. But what I see, besides a little angry little bugbear, is someone who was tired. Tired of fighting. But still does when he has to, because he knows when it's needed. And the fact that he still wakes up every day and makes that decision to hurt when he only needs to, even though he's full of anger and rage, speaks a lot about him. So I was going to give you an option, a blessing, or a curse, depending on how you feel like it. And he summons like this, he like moves his hand and you see like this little white, powdery, feminine small figure start floating around. This is my daughter. I was wanting to know if you wanted, she would join you on your journey. If you accept it, this will probably change the very foundation of what you are, even more so than what you already are. She's a being of honor. So linking with her means that you are honor bound. If you feel like you want to have revenge on me, you could say yes and go murder that elf over there as soon as you wake up and she'll die. But the more honorable deeds you do, and honor is subjective as well, I know that, the more she will grow, and the more you will change, but the more powerful you'll become as well.
Can I insight check him to see if this little being is actually important to him or not?
Yes, you can insight check.
Not good at this, but I'll do it anyways. Well, that's a natural 19 for a 17.
17. He seems to be honest to you. He's not actively deceiving you. And when he says this could be considered a curse, he's being honest about that as well. Her name is Nari. And you see, like, the creature starts shape-shifting. It's almost like white powdery sand that kind of has a flow to it. She, like, looked like a young little girl, then all of a sudden she turns into, like, a young version of you with the sword, starts, like, bashing things, you know, and she shape-shifts again to, like, a...
Will she talk?
Eventually. Not yet. And usually she only speaks in dreams.
Will the others be able to see her?
No. You probably won't even be able to see her most of the time.
I was thinking Navi, you know.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey.
What do I have to do to agree to this?
Press C up.
All you have to do is just say that you intend to live an honorable life. You don't have to. Because again, this is a blessing and a curse.
So outside of character, is this basically just going to change my alignment to good? Like,
I'm not even changing your alignment.
okay.
I'm giving you something else. I'm changing your race.
Oh.
Kind of.
Now you're black.
No, he's gonna be one of those night elves wearing the sombreros from around the border.
Those are the vampires wearing sombreros.
Oh, that's right. Tag, you're it.
It's making
If I
a
don't
weird
want
noise.
this curse,
It does make a weird noise, though, doesn't it?
if I don't want this anymore, all I have to do is break my honor.
You will kill my daughter if you do that, but yes. She's the one that wanted to do this, Tommy. It's up to me, I would never let her go. She's dead, little girl. She stays at home. But that's also one thing. You have to let children make their own mistakes. And she'll be with you till you die or you kill her.
It's a heavy fucking choice.
You have a choice.
There it is. That word again, heavy. Is it going to be different in the future?
I'll look at him dead in the eyes. I will live an honorable life.
And then you see the little, he like nods, and you see like the little dust creature like turn into a girl, and it just like shoots into your body. I want you to roll D4 for me, buddy.
Oh boy, what have you done?
I have a feeling it's about to be a cokery.
Maybe a cardinal.
Thanks.
Holy crap, he's a bird!
Kinku.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, he's with two
Okay.
elvish women. He's kinky.
Okay.
Kinky.
You are now resistant to psychic damage.
Okay. How do I do that?
You can add resistances.
I believe you can add resistances
Mhm,
now.
you can.
Where do I do that?
Inventory?
Features?
No,
not your
You have to go to edit character.
No.
Nah, it's under features and traits, I thought.
Defenses. Customize,
Customize.
choose an option, resistance, choose a resistance, then you can choose one.
Psychic?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, you're glad he's not a totem warrior now, are you?
Okay.
resistant to everything.
You don't even have to fight the threat that's coming. That's all I want for you is to live an honorable life. But with the life you are living right now, which I don't even know if it's your own choosing or not, it looks like you're on a train ride activity. So hopefully my daughter can give you strength again to survive. Take care of her. And the sheen light shivers to gold, like gold dust just explodes everywhere as you wake up in time for your watch.
I shoot straight up. Blood out my nose.
Yes, the two elven women next to you, like rolling their sleep.
Can I tell if that was real or not? Because before I knew I was dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell if that actually took hold or not? If there was actually something that changed in me?
Okay, so you look down at your body, and your hair is now completely white.
Oh shit.
I know.
I mean, I was already starting to turn white.
You know it's completely
Recognize the
white.
abominable
Damn it,
smell.
Chad, now my mini's off.
I'm sorry.
Repaint.
Technically, you could repaint it. You could still, you could spray it down with a primer and then just go down on it.
Sure. But it's,
You don't have to do that, but just know that your hair is completely white now.
He's a polar bear.
it's a lot of stress. I'll get up and go out for my watch, I guess.
All right. Let's see. The third watch was you, John. You kind of go back. You see like a completely white-haired Boden walk by. Like, that's my turn.
What the hell happened to
It's
you?
been a very stressful night. Just don't worry about it.
Nobody sleep with the women, okay?
Man, those women must have done a really good job removing
No,
that
there's a-
stress.
Yeah,
Dear God, they sucked the black right out of you.
there's a song about that. You suck that shit, turn white.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm like,
Don't suppose I get any bonuses to this because of what happened to it?
No,
15.
15. As John goes off the bed,
Yep, going back to bed.
let's see, roll. Yeah, good. You see a figure moving through the trees.
Can I tell what it is?
With your 15 compared, it's a humanoid-looking figure. I'd say that's about all you can see. It's far enough away that you can't get a good look at it. But it's like a humanoid figure moving in the tree line.
Are there any other guards with me?
I'd say you could easily like wave at one that's probably like 20 feet away or something from you because they're kind of like circling outside of the.
Is it just constantly moving?
It's
or-
like it goes tree, tree, tree.
Getting closer or parallel with the.
It's so the trees aren't perfectly parallel to
No,
it, so it
but-
seems going from tree to tree. It looks like it's trying to get. It gets closer sometimes, then it kind of comes back. Though, like you like saying, like it looks like it's trying to scout out the area.
I'm going to mimic its movements. Just like staying with it.
Okay. Are you stealthing while you're doing it?
No.
Okay, no.
I am letting it know that I see it.
Okay. It's okay. Notice that you do it. It just takes off in the other direction and just starts running back into the woods. It knows it's been seen, so it bolts off.
I'll just whisper to the other guards to prepare for battle in case something happens.
Just don't let them know that you've seen something. All right. You see, like they're like kind of dozing. Like, okay, all right, and they kind of refocus the thing to keep an eye out. But the rest of your shift goes fine as
It's fine.
the sun comes up. Finally, a break from the night.
Was that long rest?
That was a long rest, and Boden.
Will I get my rages back?
Yes, you get your ages back.
Okay.
Everything but your health.
So I just need a long rest and then just
Drop your health.
stay at 35.
I was gonna take a watch, but then I got high.
Sad to say, but when I took my long rest, my health went down.
Mine too.
It's okay. As it turns out, I didn't read the entirety of the Mantle of Inspiration correctly.
That's what I told you to do.
It has nothing to do with the temporary hit points.
Okay.
I am actually supposed to change appearance when I use it
Okay.
for the entire day. This says I grant myself a wondrous appearance. So what I'm gonna say, because I'm a suit wearing character, I'm basically gonna look like Elvis.
Okay.
But with normal hair.
I was gonna say it just looks like glitter follows you everywhere you go.
He's a
But,
magic,
alright.
magic
Just-
schoolgirl.
I just kind of
Basically
like,
just bold.
bold.
Magical
yeah.
girl,
All right.
But
Elvis with
with
his
my-
padded shoulders and stuff.
Yeah.
Rhinestones.
Rhinestones.
Fucking
Like golden suit Elvis. Like, but, all right.
Oh.
I'm starting to wonder after him and him if I eat some of that peyote too. Hell, this is
So it's
my
morning
water.
time?
You all also notice that when you get together that Boden's completely white too. John already knew this, but
Yep.
How strong was that stuff? I
When I get up in the
keyed
morning.
missiles. You're white.
Malcolm, you actually woke up on top of one of the huts.
Seems fair.
That sounds alright.
Yeah, when I get up in the morning.
Yeah, there's probably like a chicken like on top of it, like next to you. That's what woke you up. It was like a rooster, a like cockadooing is
Sorry,
something.
he's used to having a cock in space.
That was good.
Yeah, when I wake up, I'm gonna start working on my runes for the day because
Okay.
I've read it properly. You do it after a long rest.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna take out that crystal
Mhm.
that has Joffrey in it. I take out from my smithing kit. I'm gonna take out an engraving tool, a little hammer. Tink, 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 tink with the tip of it on the pearl handled revolver.
And it works to engrave the rune on your weapon.
Perfect.
The magical source is rune making that, basically. Nice.
It's Joffrey's way of contributing without being here.
It's gonna be interesting if it goes
As he gets
off.
to a hammer, he's getting bounced around there.
Yep. All right.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Sorry, I don't know myself.
I know you do crazy magical things, so.
May just be an after effect of one of those.
At this point, Boden, you see like that little silver girl like riding on top of Val's head. She's like sitting there looking at you.
What?
Nothing.
She holds up like she like kind of gets down, holds up like the bunny ears behind his ears.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then she just kind of fizzles and just like kind of turns into fence and goes like into your body, even though no one else is aware of this. You see it happening.
As I come down from my hut,
Kind of like slides down.
I'm gonna whistle at you and clean the blood from under your nose.
Thank you.
Oh, that white man.
Shall we make our way to the fort then? And see if we can't
Don't worry about it.
reconcile
Had my
these
fair share of
tools.
interesting nights
That'd be
too.
a good idea.
So I can tell that I am not feeling up to par like I should be after
Yeah.
a long rest, right?
Yeah, you feel like you're like, oh man, like something is like you have a headache. Like you woke up with a headache kind of thing. Going,
Is it
oh
ironic?
god.
Is it ironic out of character that you took psychic damage right before you got a resistance to psychic damage?
Incredibly.
A little bit.
Incredibly.
I am going to use my magic item for the first time and drink my pint of mead.
All right, drink your pint of mead.
I can't remember how much it heals me.
That's right, he gets health back for that. Name me a little drunkard.
4d4 plus 4. It's a pretty decent
Yeah.
health
It's a
potion.
good chunk.
3, 4,
13.
13. I rolled 2 ones. Not horrible though.
At least he's not like Grog. thinking
Just
that
over
he
half of
solves
what you
everything.
took. So.
Up to 48
Right.
Yeehaw.
now.
The morning drug? No.
Pounding booze this early?
Yeah.
Alright. I can respect that.
Hetty went away a little bit before we leave. Moonlight,
Comes out of his hut like, yeah.
you guys have any alcohol?
Grabs that and goes to his hut. Fills up just some simple berry wine that we've made.
Do you guys use money?
I mean, we do, but I don't need any. I mean, if just consider killing the Nightwalker, this is payment for that, I guess, if anything.
Thank you.
Or you can die trying, I guess. Either way, thanks for helping. Or at least trying to.
How'd you go, neighbors?
Find out when we get there.
Hey, Moonlight, before we leave, have you ever,
I saw what you're doing, yes.
okay, normal?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have to say, if it happens after noon today, then I would come back and we have to talk about it.
Okay. Please see your Dr. Adams more than
Were you going to say something? Because you look like you're about to.
If you think that I'm thinking about something,
Okay.
I'm getting an intense feeling of deja vu.
Okay.
Who all actually saw me magic pistol?
So here's the thing. You only saw yourself magic pistoling.
We saw you piss all over.
But
Yeah.
but they would have seen me at least pistol over myself and
Yeah,
freak
it was
out.
pissing. Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they saw that.
Yeah.
You know the cleaning thing you did for me? You should probably clean yourself up.
Thought I smelled something.
Yeah.
Shall we get going?
I'm like,
We got a bit of a ride to the fort.
Valet our horses.
well, Shaman Moonlight's daughter brings your horses.
She even know what a valet is.
Gideon doesn't.
That's Gideon.
He has a hermit background. He doesn't know a whole lot what's going on. So he brings your horses, and they look like they've been rubbed down and fed well. Like, get Shaman Moonlight goes, be careful out there. Forge generally in that direction just points off. It's like, be safe.
We'll try to get back tonight. Either with the flowers or the petals or not.
He says, clap your hand 3 times if it's you approaching the camp, so we don't shoot you immediately.
Roughly the same distance.
Yes, roughly the same distance.
Keep it mental note on that.
Okay. And then, so you guys, who is taking the helm for making their way to the fort?
Probably the guy with the big old sheriff's badge on.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and make a survival check.
I don't know what you want to do there.
Well, it's
That's
still technically in the
beautiful.
tray.
That's beautiful.
It's in the tray, and it's not cocked at all. All right, natural 20.
That's a 20.
Oh shit!
Then he spun on the rim.
It
shot.
it balanced perfectly.
Yeah, it's not cocked or anything, so
You're welcome.
yeah.
Make your hands.
You said survival, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm proficient on that. 5.
Hey,
So
I heard
25.
25.
Die.
So you pull out like the little map, the homemade map you've probably been working on while you're here, and you're like, all right, and you lead the way. So like you follow that game trail, then you come across the river, and you go across that river like, oh yeah, this will take us right to the fort. So you follow the river, and with that well of a roll, I'm not even gonna make you roll for a random encounter since you were able to stay clear from everything.
Hells to the
But you get to the fort. You also know that it is also completely shrouded in fog when you get there.
He's guiding us. Val, why don't you lead us more often?
I don't
That was a fluke. I found the river quickly.
Didn't look like no fluke.
I slept for half the trip and we still got there.
Exactly.
Well, now we know why there's no soldiers around. How far away are we from the fort?
I'd say you probably would pull in within a couple hundred yards because you noticed that they looks like they chopped all the trees down around it so they have a clear view. So you're about 100 yards if you want to stay in
Looking
the tree.
around, is there any higher ground that maybe look into the fort?
No. They would build it on the top of the hill.
It is a fort.
Kind of the purpose.
The gate is closed. You noticed that.
Use your fancy thing there. Get a better look.
Fancy thing? Oh. Sure. I'll pull it out and use the scope.
Just go. Again, if you're staying on ground level, all you see is like you look through it and you don't see any movement immediately, but they also have like built in a wooden fence that's like tied up. It doesn't look like there's any place you can like clump in. And of course the wood comes to a point
Yeah,
from the
it's
end.
palisades.
Yeah.
Guns blazing.
We're all just like standing behind valleys, laying on the ground, looking through the scope. We're just like looking at each other.
So
Looking over through the fort and all that stuff. Through looking what I can see. The gate itself. It's just a traditional door, right? And it's just kind of hidden behind this fence line, basically.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they built a gate that was hidden behind a fence line. Yeah, so you'd have to kind of like go around and open the door.
Through my time, would I know if there's a scalable point?
Make a history check.
You don't happen to know the spell move there? Nope.
can you take the
No.
5.
Every fort's different. You're not quite sure how this one's set up.
comment?
There's really not a regulation for how they build forts
Contest
yet.
was for PlayStation Plus card.
Well,
Highest likes wins.
guys,
This is what won.
anybody got a bright idea?
You want a distraction?
I was thinking of a bright idea to get into the fort. I don't know if we want to bring them out.
I mean, if we bring them out, then we go in and they're not there.
What time of day is it?
With how well he was able to track you,
Pretty early.
it's pretty early. Yeah.
So the fog's still
The
pretty.
fog's still pretty thick.
Let's wait till midday, head in.
I have a feeling that the fort is still going to be shrouded in fog.
Yeah, well, there'll be a lot less fog around midday.
Maybe at the top of the hill, they're not under any, tree cover. So at least there's that.
Is there heavy fog obscuring from the bottom to the top? As of right now.
Yes.
Let's sneak up to the fence right now. Camp at the fence to where they can't see us. And then we head in at midday. We have the fog obscuring us right now.
Okay.
Use it to our advantage.
Is everyone participating in that?
I guess so.
All right, stealth checks.
We taking our horses with us?
No, leave them alone.
Making sure.
How's this horse
Making sure. I'm
crashed?
pretty sure my horse is gonna roll a 1.
Actually,
Didn't one of us have pass on the trace?
so that's
Yeah.
natural
Other
20
campaign.
plus
Other
22.
campaign.
Where all of us have passive penetrates, I
Someone had
think.
it here.
I think Taylor may have it.
No.
No, he did not.
22,
15.
15.
11.
18.
8. I rolled a 2.
It's his idea.
Overall, not terrible.
Well, with the fog, would we get advantage?
She's bright.
You are heavily scrubbed. Technically, no. They would have disadvantage on seeing you.
Yeah. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Rearrange this fog. Try my stealth again.
Overall,
Bring
not
it in.
bad. Boden, you have a lot of thoughts going through your head right now. You kind of run into Val at one
I'm a
point.
little distracted.
You run into Val point, but you get to the
At least my fur matches the fog.
the bottom base of the fence unmolested at least.
On what?
Unmolested.
Okay. Just making sure that's what you said.
Did you hear unmolested?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I heard too.
That's what he said.
Unmolested, yes. Just means you weren't like, well, molested doesn't mean like sex. It's just that. It means like, yeah, you've been
The sex
handled.
vampire
were not
come out.
Yeah. So you get there, and then you guys just kind of kill time to wait till the fog. It doesn't completely clear, but it gets thinner enough where you can see a little bit better.
I'm gonna sit there while we're waiting, sword in one hand, maul in the other.
I draw a tic-tac-toe board on the ground.
While you're thinking about that, let's go ahead and take a break, guys. Okay.
So, while we're sitting here,
Mhm.
I want to roll a cigar.
Roll a cigar. This is your first time rolling a cigar.
That's why I was asking you.
Well, like I said, you have the knowledge.
Mhm. I figured I probably, if I'd been growing tobacco, I probably would be selling the stuff in pounds.
No problem. You can roll a cigar. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I see this?
I want to roll a cigar, but I want to sneak something in it.
Okay. What are you
Oh my
sneaking
God,
into?
Looney Tunes.
Psychedelic mushroom.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you're trying to do this without anyone seeing it.
Yes.
Sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I just want to know if I see him roll a cigar and shit.
That's why he's rolling the sleight of hand.
Well,
And I have advantage.
he was rolling about a
Natural
second.
20.
Natural 20.
Plus 5.
Okay. So
I just wanna
you're
keep-
more hiding the
I'm
fact of what
looking
you're
to see if he's
sneaking in
hiding
there,
something.
right?
I
Yep,
just-
yep. I
So-
don't care if he sees me rolling it.
So everyone sees him rolling a cigar. Not everyone sees what he put. No one sees exactly what he puts in his cigar, but you see him rolling a cigar.
Well, everybody's doing it. I'm keeping an eye on the fort.
Can you roll
Go ahead and
more
make a
of those?
perception check for me.
If I
Do
feel
you
like
want
it.
that at disadvantage?
I'm known to light a cigar every now and then.
I am
I'll
actually
get
doing
low.
this with hearing, so
No,
no.
here's the one I got.
Oh, well, thank you. Pocket it with my
18.
nice 2.
18?
Yeah, I'll see.
Okay.
None the wiser.
So you just pop in your mouth?
No, I pocket it
Oh,
with,
pocket
my,
it, okay.
with my last 2.
Okay.
You know, so maybe if something goes off by noon.
Okay.
So I would say the next time I say I'm going to pull out a cigar,
Okay.
figure out if I pull out the right
At
one.
one point, you hear what sounded like a bucket kind of start rolling around, and you hear someone, you actually hear quietly someone go, "Oh, fuck."
What's he talking about? You can do a thing.
Like with one person. You haven't done that today. No, I haven't. Are you going to do it? Is what I'm asking.
What are we talking about?
The camera's gonna have a hard time picking us up.
How far are we from the fort?
I said, like, you guys are just right there. Like, the fort is right here. You're like camping right underneath the.
Is this the fort?
Yeah, this is the fort. So the gate is actually right here.
So we'd be
So you're like probably camping over here, I'm guessing.
just trying to get an idea of how far away I am.
Yeah, just understand the border
In case
here
I
is the
need to do
fence.
something.
The one that have the small squares is the fence. And these are buildings inside the fort.
Anybody got a dagger I could borrow? I don't think I have a dagger.
What are you gonna do?
Actually,
not
I
you.
do.
I do have a dagger.
I do.
But I'll borrow his. I'm gonna use it. Carve into the side of the fort. JC was here.
Okay. Because I have an idea. Just cards and call him, and JC was here. Just said they know we're
Is
here.
Christianity a thing?
Christianity is the thing.
Jesus Christ was here.
No, I hadn't thought of that.
Amen.
It's confused people more.
How tall are the fort walls?
You're looking at probably 15 feet.
15 feet?
Mhm.
Alright.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking if you guys can't get in, I can fly in, so.
Could you fly over and maybe sneak in and open the gate?
I think if I fly in, I'm not going to be
The
sneaking
gate's
in.
closed, right?
Yeah, the gate is closed.
What time is it?
Probably 11. Getting close to noon.
Fog.
Is this wood dispersing
Is this
any?
It dispersed a little bit, but you can still see some streams of sunlight coming through, but it's still.
Is there a
it's still there.
breeze?
There's a slow breeze, yes.
The fog
Feels nice on your face.
If I get them to come out, can one of us
Even though, like,
sneak
it's
in?
like just right here because you have a huge
Yeah,
breeze.
we all-
you got
I
the
know.
giant-
I know
Potentially, all
potentially
of us
gay people
could.
will let you have sex with their buttholes, but
How dry is the wood on the outside of this boat?
Oh my god.
After that comment,
Make an investigation check.
They did
I'm not gonna do anything drastic without speaking about it first,
light this
but
bitch on fire. That box should still be in hold if it.
definitely
It's
what
no
I'm
box, right?
thinking.
Yeah, if it can hold the heat of a sun, I mean,
What'd you
Not
say?
that we're actually contemplating this.
What
but
check?
Investigation check.
Investigation.
You can outlaw.
Or you could do a nature check, one or the other.
Nature doesn't matter. They're both the same. That's a 17.
17.
Hmm.
Even though it's foggy, it looks like this wood's been here a while. You see some of it actually looks like it's been dry rotted in places.
I actually can go in invisible.
Alright, I'm gonna dodge foul.
can you hold two spells at
And
one
I'll point
point?
to a particularly dry rotted spot.
They're both concentration, aren't they?
Is it we could
Yeah, I guess they are, aren't they?
have
Yeah.
him dig it out real quick? Because probably want to take a few really good swings to bust through this part.
It ain't gonna be quiet.
If they already know we're here, like you said.
I don't think they do.
Or I can light it on fire.
Do we either
have-
break in, light it on fire, or we create a distraction to make them open the gate and come out?
Why would they do that?
Let's just say I have my way. Getting their attention. And away from us.
But if there's a threat, why would they come out of the fort?
Who says it's a threat?
Do we have any sentimental value to this fort?
Oh, and that's army fort.
Do we know?
I mean,
I guess there could be more valuable things on the inside other than just the box, right?
I guess a good question. Will I know what
Probably
race
missions.
comprises the army primarily?
Humans.
Humans, yes.
Human males, most likely.
Most likely,
At this time, we wouldn't have females in the army.
Yeah, the most thing you would ever have a female would be maybe a nurse that'd be helping the on-site doctor, but that's extremely rare.
Would I know if undead have sexual urges?
Make
Asking the real quick important questions here.
True blood.
just make a general intelligence check.
Oh no.
17. I am not stupid. I'm the smartest person.
I forget you are the smartest.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Constant reminder every day.
So
he is the smartest bugger.
usually with the undead is they lose all sexual urges.
That's the
Damn.
sparkly variety.
If you're trying to lure them out with, some kind of sexual deviancy, it ain't gonna work. More than likely, this isn't actually army folk we're dealing with, it's undead.
Okay.
Considering the fog.
If you know what attracts them, I can probably get them out with that.
I mean, obviously, flesh, you're gonna wanna eat it,
blood.
but you're not gonna be able to provide enough of that to draw them out, I don't think.
Have any of us considered just knocking on the gate?
Go right ahead, John.
Might be the equivalent of knocking on heaven's door.
Or hell's.
It'd get us an answer.
I guess a good question is, what would you classify, Chad, as a visible phenomenon?
Did you tell
What would be
us
my
that you heard
limitation with
somebody
that?
on the
What
inside?
level spell is it?
Third
Oh, I figured that did.
What spell is it?
major
We already
image.
know that there's somebody in there.
I think it could do like a large sized creature.
Yeah, it says image of object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon no larger than a 20-foot cube. So,
Yes, it's a large creature.
yeah.
So 20-foot cube. So anything that you can think of and that would fit in a 20-foot cube.
So
What are you going to do?
No, I'm just
going back to the idea of setting the fort on fire.
I've given several options out and trying to see if there are any others I can think of.
If we set the fort on fire, they've got two choices at that point. They can stay in the burning fort, or they can come out into the sunlight.
Still foggy
There's
enough,
plenty
though.
of
It's
fog for them to hide. It's going to be a matter of, do we kill them on the way out? And to be fair, we are not 100% certain that these are,
Vampires.
vampires
That's true.
and or undead of some kind.
It would not be very wise to kill an entire fort of army.
Personally, I'm for hand-to-hand combat.
I'll stand up.
Okay.
I'll look at the 48.
Okay.
I walk towards the plains.
Okay.
Towards the what?
The plains. I turn around.
I'm staying right where I am.
I'm looking at the gate and I'm gonna yell. My name is Valentine Rowe. I'm with the IMC. I'm here to speak to the commanding officer.
Pause. You go listen. Well, he's out right now. Coming from the fort. I can let you in. You have to wait. Most of everyone's out on a scouting mission. We had some stuff stolen from us. So we're trying to track it down. Should be. They said they'd be back sometime later today. We want to come in and wait.
I'd like somebody to personally come walk me out here first. That's not too hard now, is it?
Is he standing in enough sunlight for
See what you see, and you see a head pop over the top. Goes, just you, or you have more?
Oh, my crew's out in the woods.
Yeah, hold on a minute. And he's here walking, opening the gate opens and he comes out looks, but then he looks over. You lied to me.
Maybe.
I'm out here.
Is he in enough sunlight for us to be able to tell if that would hurt him or not?
Well, right now, so you guys are on the west side, so the sun's over here, so he's still technically in shadow at this point. You did see his head stick out above you saw his head stick above the top of the fort.
But there's still a lot of fog, right?
There's still a lot of fog. She's like, is this good enough?
Is there like a spot where there's no fog?
I mean, there's probably, if you step further, you can see the streams of sunlight going through the fog, but there's not no fog. Like you
Tell him to step in the
just
sunlight.
takes a little step closer, like, is this close enough? How close, do you want to talk face to face?
Please.
All right, he just walks on over to you. You see, he's wearing a military uniform with black pants. He has a hat on. He has he has a scruffy black beard on. It's like, Mr. Rowe, what can I do for you?
Sunlight, where's the lot of sunlight?
He's on sunlight, yeah.
Take a little bit of deep breath. Go. Have you gotten any communications recently from town?
No, they haven't gotten anything recently. It's been a little quiet. This fall came in, so Sergeant Johnson wanted to keep us here in the fort, not going to town since we weren't getting messages, but we were expecting a payroll not that long ago, and it hasn't showed up, so he took most of the crew. It's just me right now, most of the crew out.
What do I know that happened to payroll at that point?
Payroll, the plan was to take it out on a carriage and take it to the fort.
When?
It was going to be the very next day after it arrived.
So it should have already gone.
Should have been already
Mhm.
Who was delivering it?
the same security guys who were in charge of guarding it on the train.
Wasn't so
Shit,
it wasn't
got
yeah, so it wasn't the sheriff then. Oh, okay. Well, good news is I know the payroll's here. It's just not here.
Well, I won't make them feel any better. Well,
We were on the train to get the payroll to you. There should have been a security detail, and they should have been here yesterday, right? Because they
yeah, I should have.
Either yesterday or the day before.
Well, I mean, that was the plan. Was supposed to be here about, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago. It's you said you were on the train?
We were on the train,
Huh.
and I'll run down the story of the whole goblin thing. I'll leave out the vampire stuff right now.
Well, that's crazy. Goblins are dumb enough to attack a fully armed train. Silly.
And they also hit an unexpected between
That's
all
quite a
of
group.
us, so
I see. Well, the commander's supposed to be back with the rest of them today. If you want to, I don't know, come in, eat. I can cook up something, or
okay.
I mean, we got some cots if you guys need to take a nap. I don't know how.
Just real quick on all of this.
Okay.
Do I sense anything off on him? at
Make an
all?
insight check.
I don't know if I'm actually good at insight or not. Actually, I am. God, I don't know my character.
We're all learning.
A natural 20.
Yeah,
Natural
the
20. So when he's saying that, he says the sergeant's out. He's currently wearing a sergeant uniform.
I got a secret boss fight.
Okay.
They know the jig is up to set the cat.
Yeah, he has the markings on his uniform for sergeant.
Yeah, the only difference between you and me as far as insight goes is I have advantage on it.
And all this thing I'm gonna go. Oh, sergeant's out, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what rank are you?
Private.
Hoorah. I'll stab him.
Stab him with your psychic blade.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a attack with advantage.
Somebody's getting sneak attack.
Oh yeah, 18 plus the 7.
Hope you roll it better than 5.
Yeah, 3d6?
Yeah.
3d6 for the sneak attack, and then 1d6 for the blade.
If I see him do this, I am running at him with my sword.
Okay, I have to get him loaded up here. Okay,
Right before. Nah, I already did this.
okay, you do hit. No metagaming. No looking at my stat block.
I was looking at this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You hit.
No, I'm trying not to look over there.
The only time I've ever looked over Chad's DM screen is to see what he rolls.
Yeah, pretty much that's all I've ever done.
And where I'm sitting, the screen covers this right here. So.
Let's get the initiative ready.
I see a 1.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's
The one is his
psychic stuff.
psychic stuff. The rest of them are his sneak attack.
I
So,
know.
5
We rolled
points
a
of
lot of
psychic
ones the
damage
last time we
Okay.
did this.
with 11 points of sneak attack.
Sneak attack. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you were expecting it to do.
That's what I thought.
Really? Even
Mhm.
with psychic?
Mm-hmm. And he you stab it into him, was like, guess the gig's up, huh? And you start seeing his form start to transform as his face starts elongating as you look at a werewolf.
Oh, fuck.
Boom.
That is not what I was expecting.
Okay.
Good job, Chad.
Okay.
Good job on that one.
Thank you.
I still have another attack, so
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
there you
going
go.
I'm just gonna try to just hit him with another one.
All right, go ahead and roll the attack.
16 plus 7.
You do
so-
hit, yes.
That's a D4.
Damn, that was good, Chad.
Thank you. I was proud of that one.
for 6 points of psychic damage.
6 points of psychic damage. All right.
And I'm going to bonus action.
Okay.
Oh no, I just did my bonus action. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I gotta be more careful about that.
Okay,
No
so-
longer disengaging.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna disengage and kind of get back a little bit.
So at this point, y'all gonna roll initiative.
Ooh. I have a question for you on this now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get my advantage on the initiative since the blade did not warn me?
You would, because at that moment he wasn't going to mean you harm until you attacked him. So that's why I didn't warn you. But you still, since now he is aggressive, it's going to be like, hey, it still works to give you advantage.
Okay.
Hey, this guy gave granted to attack you. You attacked
Hey,
me first.
that big snarling thing, he's trouble.
Okay, so 20 to 25.
22.
22.
20.
20. All right.
I still don't have my advantage on
Okay,
checks yet.
15 to 20.
17.
18.
Okay, nice.
Nice guys. We all rolled really well. Well, maybe.
So you were 18
Sounds like
and
-2.
Not that low, but low.
Show to get low.
Malcolm was 17. So what were you, John?
13.
Okay. Okay, so I already have a map drawn for inside, so we're gonna do it a little bit differently. Just imagine this is the fort line, the entrance to the fort over here then.
Okay.
And then you guys were probably all huddled up over here while you're there. That's everyone else's character, right? Boden. All right.
That'll work.
As he turns into this werewolf right in front of you as you take a stab at him, panicking like the second time.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god, fuck me. I was thinking vampire, not fucking werewolf.
Werewolf's gonna fuck you up.
All right, so
I was just making sure he was like fully inside the squares.
Yeah. Oh my god! All right. He goes and goes up to you. Top of the turn. Val, you get to go again.
Now I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay,
I'm
bonus action.
gonna get the fuck away from this guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run 25, 30. Oh wait, still there.
So that's
And-
nothing, right?
So we're in an open field, basically,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I'm doing that, I'm gonna just kind of duck underneath him real quick, and then I'm gonna whip out the fucking rifle.
Okay.
I'm like, well, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna take my aim and shoot.
All right.
No stuff, just straight roll.
Just a straight attack.
Don't fail me now, dice. Oh god. So we decided it was the same as my dex, right?
Yeah.
So plus proficiency?
Yeah.
Because I still have proficiency in firearms, so
Yeah.
it's still plus 7, 15.
Just hit.
Whew. So it is a silver bullet because I said I had
Yeah,
reloaded the
I
silver
remember you
bullet.
saying it was a silver bullet in it.
I was going to use on the maps, but okay, so 1d10 plus my dexterity. Any bonus damage to the silver bullet?
No.
Okay.
It just does full damage.
Okay. So, 8 points
Negative
of
one.
damage.
8 points of
Because
damage.
it's the dice plus my
Yep.
dexterity, and that's
Yeah.
it.
That's assuming it's the only one.
Yeah, he looks and goes, oh, you're packing some good heat, aren't you? As he says, like in this weird wolfish, like, kind of his voice is like destroying the words completely.
And I will yell, Silver! Huh?
Said silver!
I hope
Well,
so.
obviously, all
Away.
you guys, even in the fog, saw this guy transform into this giant, like, heaving beast.
Sorry, he just fired the rifle. I can't hear.
I'm so far away from you, it doesn't matter.
All right.
You hate when it's like half a mile away
Next
from
up.
us at this point.
Bowden, you're up. One thing I do like about this, even though it's bigger, I do have more space to work with.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can actually get to him.
Because remember, all of our battles last time were always
15,
cramped.
20, 30, 40. Shit. Yeah, I did say walked up a little bit. Action dash.
Okay.
30, 35, 40.
Okay.
Bonus action range.
Okay, rage. Go ahead and roll on your rage table.
Oh, please don't
Honestly, I can't even remember what would be good for this or not. 3. I like this one. I haven't gotten to use it, but I like it. An intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, of my choice, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it needs to make a dex saving throw. Or take a d6 of force damage.
Okay. Or do you want this flump or pixie to pop up?
Right there.
What does it look like?
Yep.
Can you go with the flump or the pixie?
Pixie. After the,
Looking like the little white girl.
yeah, looking like the little white girl.
That's what I was
And
thinking.
that's anybody within 5 feet, you said?
So right here?
Correct.
Okay, little pixie right
And
here.
since it's the end of my turn, it explodes.
Okay, so it needs to make a dex saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Be your normal DC.
8 plus proficiency plus con. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus my con is 3, so 14.
14, it does a 19
Yeah, so it saves.
save, so it takes no damage.
No damage.
I guess no damage.
Yeah. Just blows it.
Oh, hell. Alright, Boden, that,
Well, I'm raging, so.
okay, that's the end of your turn.
This is gone.
Yep.
So you just
So,
gonna place it now.
I use a bonus action to redo it.
Mhm.
Every turn.
it is now
It's
Gideon's
something
turn.
to do with your bonus action, though.
Yeah.
So diagonals, how many feet?
So the way it is, if you do one diagonal, it's 5, then it's 10. So it'll be 5, 15,
20.
20, 30, it's like that. So
It is odd, but it ends up saving you.
space, depending.
Space.
Yeah.
That's 5, 15, 20,
30.
30.
Because if you look at it, if you would have gone up and left, it would have been 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25, 30. So you save 2 squares by going
Yeah.
diagonal.
Can you spare a square?
No.
Yeah.
Action dash.
Yeah.
Action dash.
So it's 5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
So that puts me within how many feet of him?
Well, like,
About 5 feet.
About 5 feet, roughly.
Because he is right here, so right there's 5 feet, which you would be within. That's
so
5 feet.
you're not in
So you're-
melee range yet.
You're not within melee range, so if you wanted to use your bow and shoot him, you could.
And Boden's out how many feet from me? About
15.
5, 10. Okay, good. I'm going to use
20
an
-ish.
necrotic shroud.
Okay.
Ooh.
Using this ability. So, all right. So you see, as he focuses, and you see like, what? These go skeletal, kind of black feathered, like
Black, yeah.
skeletal black with
Skeletal,
black
yeah.
feather wings come out of his back, and his eyes go completely black. Bode, you get a full view of that.
This can't be any more shocking than what you just saw.
Satan! I would say equally shocking.
Yeah,
It's
just
still
kind
a
of
transformation that we
So-
have not
The
seen
samurai
yet.
turned into Satan.
So I need to make a Constitution saving throw. Is it?
Satan?
Charisma.
I need to make a
Bang.
charisma saving throw.
That should be good.
Unfortunately, his DC is not that high, but he doesn't get any bonus. I still pass. I rolled a natural 16.
What did you save on it?
It's 11.
DC 11, yes. Alright, so that's
This thing's.
But it lasts for a whole minute.
His ability should last for a whole minute.
until you end up. Oh, or until I ended the bonus action. But isn't that only if it actually frightens him?
Okay, so
Your wings should
once
be there
per
for a
long
moment.
rest as action, you can travel from crossing all within 10 feet to make a charisma saving throw or be frightened until the end of the next turn. The last 1 minute or until you end as a bonus action. Okay,
So can you fly with it?
he can.
Okay.
So
He's
I'm
a-
going to.
Ball in ASMR?
I don't have. Okay, I guess that's the end of my turn then.
Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that was a bonus action to use it, right? Not an action to use it.
No, that was an action.
As an action, so you can't even do that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Forget
I
that.
dash as my bonus action.
Okay, no, you can only. You don't have a way to dash as a bonus action.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the only person in this built
Yeah,
in this.
rogues have the
Rogues
ability.
are the only
It's
ones.
called
okay.
uncanny action or something like that.
Rogues are not the only one that can, but
Monks
Monks,
technically.
monks,
can.
yeah.
So you
They
would
have
have
to
to
use
you would
a
have to
keyboard.
burn an
Well,
action.
but it's the
to
only
a
one
bonus
that's
action.
here.
So you
Okay.
have a
Yeah,
bonus
yeah.
action you could use if you
but
wanted.
someone else said that
Yeah,
rogues were the only ones that
I
can. I'm
did
like,
say
no.
rogues were the only ones that could.
So guys, for role playing, forget all that just happened. So
Fair enough.
It's okay, I wasn't listening entirely.
Never mind.
We do not know he's a villain. He's smart.
No, 'cause I didn't use the shroud.
you didn't use the shroud because it's an action to use it, and you had action dash to get there.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Just the Shroud of Turin.
So bonus action you have, well,
The only thing he has the bonus action on fighter should be
Extra.
no,
If he's-
technically he has
if
his
he's-
fighting spirit. He could
If he's
use, but
using
he doesn't-
Beyond,
he's
if
not
he's using
attacking.
D&D
He's got
Beyond,
second
he can
wind.
Second wind.
and he can also
That's
technically
a bonus
action
action.
surge.
Just say, if he's using Beyond, there's literally a button that says
Well,
bonus
I've
action. You
got
can
my
put in
action
there.
surge
and-
too. You can take one
show
additional
'em all.
action.
Yeah, you could do that. So if you wanted to use your action surge, you could do your necrotic shroud if you wanted to.
But you can't still hit him because you have to use the action again to dash. So it would be almost pointless at this point.
Yeah, so the only thing you could do right now is your necrotic
Right, I
shroud.
thought action surge was a whole nother turn.
No, it's a whole other action.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So he doesn't get like extra movement unless he chooses to dash again with his action.
Now, if you do that, you can get your bow out and shoot twice with your bow.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shoot my longbow.
Okay, shoot your longbow. Go ahead and make attack rolls with your longbow.
Because you also
Or
get
wait,
the.
I've got my pistol.
You could use your pistol if you
Yeah,
wanted
Yeah, I'm
to.
gonna use my pistol with the silver bullet.
Okay, with the one silver bullet you have?
Yep.
Okay, and you also can fire two if you want, but you only have one silver bullet. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Roll to attack. 17, that hits. I can guarantee you that hits. So go ahead and roll damage. It's a 1d6.
Or pistol.
No.
10 plus
I know
2.
you said
No, it's
you don't
1d6.
have a
I actually
great
changed it,
Oh, you
so
changed
we'll
it.
have to fix that for you. It's
Yeah.
1d6 plus 2.
5 plus 2. So
5 plus 2.
seven.
So 7 points of
Didn't
damage.
bring one with
Yes.
me.
Okay, so yeah, that one hits him from behind.
I
I'm gonna
didn't
fire
take
again.
proficiency in
Fire
weapons
again.
because it doesn't make sense for my
Regular
character.
Regular bullet.
Yeah, I took proficiency.
Natural
but
20.
There's not one here.
So you get to roll. You get to roll the
It's
d6
not one here
twice.
my character's not one.
Or
who
roll
goes
again,
from
or you can
down
double
down
the 4 if you
with
want.
gun
5.
one.
So 9 plus 2.
Yep.
Okay. So here's the thing. Even though that's a critical hit with your second shot, you hit it, blows out a huge chunk of his skin, but since it wasn't silvered, it just starts healing over immediately as soon as you hit it.
Tis
Okay.
why silver is important.
Yeah, he already used his one silver bullet. So
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
The silver bolt that I got earlier, was it a rifle or pistol?
it was a pistol. So
I hope it's pistols.
Gideon, since you've used your, let's see, you used your
Yeah.
action surge to do the bullet, so make sure you mark your action surge
did,
off.
yeah.
So you've used your action surge, used your action, used your movement, and really don't have a bonus action unless,
Action surge is your bonus action.
is it a bonus
Yeah.
action?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Activate
you
it,
used
yeah.
your bonus action. Okay, so it is now
category under
Malcolm's turn.
5, 15, 20, 30.
Okay.
So you should do it in 60 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Because I could also do this, yeah. So,
Oh, I'm hoping that since he tried to pass as a private wearing it. Yeah. I guess I'm not aware of that though, but. Okay, I'm going to. Well, did I see him heal?
you probably have saw you saw a chunk of them fly, and then the spot just refilled over.
Okay. You know what, we're just gonna try it. Because I don't know much about monsters. So let's try casting Phantasmal Force.
Okay. What does it do?
So you need to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 14.
Where are you guys? Okay, so what is
so,
the...
so let me ask you this. So I'm allowed to craft an illusion up to a 10-foot cube of a creature or object
Mhm.
or thing. What I want to do, if you're aware of it, is copy him right behind him.
Okay.
I want to copy Boden right behind him.
Okay.
So he thinks that there are two Bodens.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. Since it doesn't do any damage, it just makes him think of something.
It will if
If he fails.
And I think let's say it's each round on my turn, so it won't happen until
Intelligence saving throw.
yes.
Roll a 14.
Just
So it just succeeded.
Just succeeded.
So it doesn't work. The spell fails.
Yeah.
You see it like effective mine, he just shakes it off.
Well,
So you have a bonus action if you like.
I do. Make sure that you guys are actually. Yeah, you guys are gonna be all within 60. So yeah, we'll go ahead and Bardic Inspiration. My bonus action for these three.
What do you mean your mantle of inspiration? That's what you're doing now.
Yeah, sorry, Mantle. Sorry, not
See.
Bardic. I knew what I meant. And
With the Bardic
It's
Inspiration,
one.
is one person.
yeah, and Bardic Inspiration is not worth it at the moment. So,
Mantle of inspiration.
yeah, so all three are gonna get Mantle Inspiration. So they get 8 temp HP, and if they want, they can use the reaction to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
So you did that to who exactly?
These three.
Everyone but you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I only get up to 3 right
The one
now.
that's farthest away.
Yeah.
I only get up to 3 right now, and
Everybody else is already up there.
yeah, they're already up there
So I
in
see
danger.
him coming up to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move around over here.
Would you like to use your reaction to move any? Like if you want to be flanking, you can move one extra space up if you like. But use as your reaction.
I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at.
No, you want to stay right there? Okay. Okay, keep your reaction. Okay. John, that's the end of your turn? Correct. No.
It is
That's
the end of my
your
turn,
John,
but
it's your turn.
yeah.
You're next. My apologies.
Okay.
A new campaign, who dis? So.
I'm gonna pull my revolvers out of their holsters,
Okay.
swing them around, and I'm gonna go, ah!
Okay.
And use my giant smite ability as I grow twice my size.
Okay.
Nice.
Too bad you don't have a giant figure for yourself. So.
I'm
Of
just
yourself.
gonna use the bullet.
Because why not?
Because the bullet looks cool, that's what
I knew why I called it Bardic Inspiration. They use a Bardic Inspiration to do it.
Okay.
That's gonna be my bonus
I'll let you
action,
move
so
it.
I'm gonna run.
Do you gain movement by doing that?
No, I just get bigger. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Special Pain Cannon!
And then I am going to fire off my
Oh, wait,
Two
don't
shots.
kill those.
Okay.
You have sharpshooter.
the pearl handled one has the silver one loaded into it.
Okay. That's also your runic weapon as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
That is a 12 plus 3. 15.
Just hit.
How do you only have a +3?
Because I'm using sharpshooter.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I specify I'm not using sharpshooter, I'm using sharpshooter
I was
automatically.
gonna ask the same thing.
What's Sharpshooter again? It's minus
Minus
10?
Minus 5.
To
Okay.
add 10 to the damage.
That's right.
That's why you've been scoring so high damage things.
Yeah. That second one's gonna be it's a 6 plus 3.
So it misses.
Yeah, that misses. And it's a D6 for the
Pistol.
pistol. Or is it a D8 for the pistol?
It's a D6 for the pistol.
Okay. Just making sure.
But it is a silver bullet.
Like a
Yeah.
D6, like a D6.
So that will be 2 plus. Because I get the extra D6 on that first one. 18 points of damage.
Okay. And he takes all of that as little piss ants. Alright. Okay.
Not a very
nice
character.
Actually, that piss thing's pretty big, actually.
Yeah, I can hit hard
Alright.
if I hit with that
That's the end of your turn, John.
Yeah, I've already used my bonus action to grow nice and tall.
Okay,
so.
it's the werewolf's turn.
Oh,
He got last out of the initiative roll.
Roll raggy.
So, that's unfortunate that Gideon is not in his combat space yet. That makes him mad. So he's going to focus everything on the bugbear right here in front of your face.
This is what I'm for.
Okay. He's going to use a multi-attack. He's going to do a bite and a claw attack against you. The bite. Let's see, is the claw first, the bite?
Where, bugbear?
Okay, the bite wings first. He's going to try to sink his teeth into you. That didn't roll well, but does a 13 hit? Miss. All right.
Nowhere but.
They're kind of dug out of the way as he goes in for a claw. Natural one, it misses. As you're able to kind of just again like, and you're able to just kind of sweep him back.
Take my sword and hold up and catch his jaws with it.
And then he's going to swing around on this side. Try to put you kind of in between there. Okay.
You're a smart little fucker.
All right, that is the end of his turn. Top of the round. Bow time.
All right, got a question for you.
Yep.
This particular gun, the way it is, with a single shot, are we doing bonus actions to have to load it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Okay.
Well, or an action. An action or a bonus action to load it.
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah, you can use either or.
Yeah, but the bonus action was for me to take aim on the gun.
Worst part about using long range weapons is you can't flank to get advantage. This is why I need
Unless
the gunner.
if you have the gunner feat, you can, yeah. Because it doesn't cause disadvantage within 5
Yeah,
feet.
man, it's just still the best chance I have. So
And
I'm
you
gonna
also don't have to
load in a silver bullet, my bonus
Ever.
action,
Okay.
take the game that I can do, and
All right.
shoot the motherfucker.
All right, shoot at him.
There's nothing in the middle.
Good thing, right?
17.
It hits.
The silver bullet?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've got 3 left with this. Damn it. 6 total points of
So
damage.
6 total. Like this one, he kind of ducks down, but it still kind of grazes across your shoulder blades.
I'm not missing anything on that, am I?
Should just be your dice roll plus your dexterity modifier for damage. So.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That was your bonus. You want to move any?
No, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
Namaste.
Boden, it's your turn.
Is it an action or a bonus action to take that silver bullet out and
Oh.
throw it to somebody?
I know what I'm missing.
Oh, clear
Sneak
sight.
attack.
My
Sneak
sneak attack.
attack. Okay.
Click, 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 click.
It's like, I know I'm missing something.
Okay. Since it's a silver bullet, it all counts.
Not great. Another 8 points of damage.
Okay. That's another equal to damage.
Not great, but still an extra 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I knew there was something I was forgetting.
Okay, so I'd say depending on what you're doing, if you're taking it out as a bonus action, if you're doing all that as an action. So what I will let you do, if you want me to be nice, I'll let you pull it out, look for it, pull it out, bonus action, the next turn, bonus action, throw it to somebody.
Okay, I won't do any of that. I'm going to bonus action.
Flump.
Flump.
Your dexterity saving throw?
Well, it explodes on the end of my turn.
Okay, so
And then I will turn around and take my 2 attacks on him.
all right.
Not reckless. That one misses. That one is a natural 16 plus 7.
Okay, you hit. And you're attacking with your greatsword.
Yes.
And you are facing this way now because he went around you.
So 6 points plus 4 is 10, 12 points
So
of
12 damage. Ooh, and he like goes, pulls it out and just starts healing shut around it.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. 4.
And then it explodes as he laughs for 2 points of force damage.
And he takes that force damage because it is magical
Horrible.
damage.
Moral victory.
I love it. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Boden?
No.
No.
Movement.
All right.
There's
All right.
like leapfrog.
All right. I think you don't have anything else to do. Gideon, you're up.
Question real quick.
Yes.
Since he's using tooth and claw, would disarm attack even do anything?
No, he would not.
Check. Alright, so I'm using my
He has
movement.
nothing
so
to disarm.
5, 10,
stay there, you have an advantage on attacks.
And then I'm going to
I just realized something.
attack with my dagger.
How to poop.
With my poison dagger.
Okay, so
Character has to.
are you with
We're
that
just
dagger?
for him probably.
Only one
if
of
he
your
didn't
weapons
already
can do damage. Only you can do damage.
What?
Because your dagger has an ability.
Yeah. Plus
I
one.
was hoping to get the one that I
I
had.
could
I mean,
only-
Okay, so
I can.
How do you?
The only reason weapon should
It was
count.
a poison dagger, but
It doesn't modify my damage.
So
save.
what-
It doesn't
what's
make it
going on
magic
here?
or just-
Well, his
It's
rifle
used
doesn't
poison
modify
thing,
damage.
but it does make
It
an
doesn't
action.
Oh,
actually do
it
that.
takes an action.
Yeah, it
Those
takes an
silver
action to
bullets
activate
that I
poison.
That
mentioned.
isn't. That's
It's
an
still a
argument
magical
for
weapon,
that.
so you get the bonus bonus. So
Because then
You
I
just
would have
won't
been
get
dealing
the
with
poison
poison
stuff.
vampire
magical
last time.
you'll get-
silver bullets out of that.
But
No, silver bullets will be full damage, but the magic.
but I couldn't attack with it since I've used my actions.
Everything's hacking.
Okay, so
Oh no, werewolves are
Specific-
immune to damage, aren't they?
yes, so that you know, and you're not 100% right either.
Oh, I'm not.
So it's damage immunity, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silver. So it could be magical or silvered.
Mhm.
So if it's a non-magical silvered, it takes full damage, or if it's a magical weapon, it takes full damage from that.
So you don't need to be shooting silver bullets out of the rifle.
Oh, I got rifle silver bullets, so.
Might as well use them.
What
Your
does this
dagger
have
is
to
a
do
magical
to kill a
weapon,
werewolf?
and,
So
you would
I'm
get
doing
full
literally
damage,
nothing.
just not the
Yeah.
poison. You just have to decide what you want to do.
Except for the fun.
Poison would be nice on top of the magical damage, but I'd have to burn a turn
Burn
to
it.
use it.
I would probably just use the dagger and make 2 attacks with the dagger. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, and he pulls out his taunto from his sheet and he goes into attack. Make an attack roll with advantage. That would hit, but go ahead and see if you get a natural 20. You don't, so you hit. Bam! Go ahead and roll damage for that attack with.
It's D4 plus 6. That is 3. So that's
3 plus
9.
6, 9 points of damage. Then he takes the full off since it's a magical dagger.
And second attack. 16.
Okay, that would hit. And then go ahead and roll, see if you can natural 20. Natural
Natural
20! So you get to roll your D4 twice. Or you could double it. You just double it if you wanted to. So
That's a 2. I'm gonna roll it twice.
okay.
No, that's
Sure.
a 1.
Well,
Should've doubled it.
Should have doubled it.
So that's 3 plus 6, so another 9 damage. Nice. As you sink in, he's like, oh god, oh you guys are hitting too hard. And then you have a bonus action, which
Spit in his face.
I don't think you really need at this point.
No,
Okay,
not yet.
is that the end of your turn, Gideon?
Yes.
Okay, Malcolm, you're up.
He's definitely gonna focus all his attacks on you.
That's why I saved my reaction.
Once you just
Okay,
got done
20
your
foot
turn,
cube.
automatically had it.
That encompasses him.
That encompasses him and no one else, which should be attainable from where they're standing.
Oh no, that's a 10-foot cube.
20 foot cube would include them as well.
So you can hit the.
I mean,
You
no,
can
add if it's
not
not
if
not
the edge of the
centered on
cube
him.
is on this line. If the cube.
Oh,
mean,
I
don't
see.
have
I
it
see the
centered
way
on
you're
it.
doing it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just in the corner.
Yeah.
I see the way you're doing it. Okay.
We're gonna try a fairy fire because why the hell not?
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
16.
Damn it.
So as this magical fire kind of lands onto it, he's kind of just falls off of him.
You know, get your spell DC bumped up there, bud.
He needs more charisma.
Boost that
That's
charisma.
more
Get the macho
mean-
man.
I know.
Okay, is that end of your turn?
Yeah, I mean I don't have any.
Use the power of the
Bonus
Viagra.
action, bonus action, bonus action.
Well, I think if he uses.
Yes, I have 2 bonus actions: Bardic Inspiration or Mantle of Inspiration.
Correct.
That's it.
And you have how many more uses of your bardic inspiration?
2.
So why not use it?
I mean, don't need it yet.
Well, his is. You can't use yours for combat, can you?
I mean, one of them, yes.
No, I mean, can your. If you give a bardic inspiration, can somebody
Yes,
roll
it can
on
be
their
used
attack?
on an attack roll.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, if you don't want to use it, that's fine. John, it's your turn.
no reason to waste them now if we needed to escape.
So that'll be
I'm writing this in
a 5,
because it's when I say
15,
something like that.
So we're doing
I
what's
can
big
compare
picture?
my reaction to
25,
Okay, okay.
30.
Just make sure.
I'm gonna take 2 more shots at him.
Okay.
Any silver or no?
No, I was only handed 1 silver bullet.
Okay, but your rune weapon's
What?
considered a magical weapon, though, right?
Yeah, I handed
Is that a natural
each of
20?
you guys
It
a
is.
silver bullet.
Oh,
we're gonna have some fun now.
Okay.
Then I thought you
Okay.
said you have
This is
more
fine.
and you handed him 50.
Okay, so I'm going to need to
Regular
roll a
or-
d6
oh,
for that
regular,
item.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, this is
I'm
fun.
double checking it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. See what happens. 5.
I can change the type of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
I was really hoping for a 6.
So
because that
what
would
you
be
guys want to
hilarious,
know?
but-
What I did is that Joffrey's crystal. If he gets a natural 20 with his rune weapon that he uses for that, he rolls a d6 and it changes what kind of crit it does.
It can
Crit it does?
Yeah, because like one of them teleports the enemy like 100 feet in the air.
It will basically it's a wild magic roll, sort of.
Yeah.
Off
Like,
of this,
like
off
I
of
think
a
a
set of
6,
six.
I think a 6 it automatically empties the rest of that gun.
Yep.
And
And
then
after
it
roll
automatically
hits for 'em.
refills it
Yep.
too. So
That's
just
nice.
yeah.
Or 2 will do the conjure bullet barrage spell. And then number 1 is just grant a critical hit. So
That's awesome. Either way, it's still pretty good.
yes.
Yeah, so it's critical
Now I'm really
damage,
curious what
and
the
you can
6
change.
is.
You can, it is a magical gun technically, so you can
Yeah.
change your.
Very curious what 6
So I would say let's change it to what do I think?
And that was also sharpshooter too, so ooh, another plus 10 on top of that.
Yep. And I get my extra d6 for Giant's Might because it was the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dice rolled, so it should be double 2. Right?
It's going to be double 2 because any.
It's gonna be a good hit.
Something that's gonna hurt. Let's go with fire damage.
Okay.
Most useful of the elements.
7, 14 plus 15. That is 29 points of fire damage.
29 points of fire
Did you
damage.
do the Giant's Might D6?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a 5 and a 2, so 7.
Just making sure.
Oh, and he's looking actually fairly rough now after taking that hit.
Now for my second
Big ol' hit.
shot.
Yeah.
That is a 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, 15. Now this is your standard gun.
Yes, it's standard gun. It's going to be halved. So that's a 19 halved to.
Okay, again, he's immune to non-magical.
Yeah,
weapons,
yeah,
so
no,
he doesn't take anything.
Oh, he doesn't take
He just
anything?
heals over.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well
use
then.
it.
What's the point?
There wasn't.
There wasn't.
But your character also doesn't know it
Okay.
either.
your character doesn't know it.
I would realize that now.
Yeah, as you
After you
use
see
as you
it.
use your non-room weapon, just
Yeah, 'cause
heals
the
over
last time it
immediately.
missed, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
So it heals over immediately. So
So
like.
I'm gonna just start taking shots with the ruined weapon
Mhm.
at that point. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and take my action surge
Okay.
and fire 2 more shots from the ruined weapon.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit,
That just hits.
and that is a 16 to hit.
Okay, that also hits.
So that'll be 20 points of damage.
So do you get the Giant's Might from it?
No, that's only the first attack. It only works once per turn.
Yeah.
It's like the Horizon Walker Ranger. You get 1d8 to go with it.
And then that is a 16 points of damage.
He's like, you guys, fuck. I don't get paid enough for this. All right.
Do you get paid?
What do you get paid in?
All right.
The
So
Persimmons.
it is the end of your turn, John. John, it's the end of your turn, correct?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, it is the werewolf's turn. He is going to look at this, realize you guys are doing actual damage to him, and he is going to polymorph into a wolf and try to bolt off.
Why do I not have attack or sentinel?
So both of you technically, since he was in a large space, you guys will both get an attack of opportunity if you like to, using your reaction.
Okay.
No,
Is
No, you
he?
will not.
How close is he to me?
How come? Just don't want to?
because I know the damage won't do anything.
Oh, you won't. That's okay. That's right. So, Ben, you can make an attack of opportunity. It will be at advantage
Okay.
since you were flanking as he starts taking off.
I'll attack with my dagger again.
All right.
Where's my Tonto?
Tonto.
So.
The mantle can I only use that once?
Yes.
The reaction movement? Yes.
That is 9 plus 7, so 16.
16, you hit.
Alright.
And it was also at advantage. You want to roll again to see if
Yeah,
you get it. Okay. Still hits. So.
So that's a 4 plus a 6, that's 10 points of damage.
Okay, 10 points of damage. All right.
Nice.
All right. So, how do you want to do this?
Oh,
there you go.
As he starts running off, as he was showing all the magical wear and tear, like, oh god, I gotta get out of here, and he turns into wolf.
I was useless.
Tries
generally
As he
happens.
starts to run off, I'm
One
going to
person.
dash in front of him and kind of just like carve a furrow through, starting at his front all the way to his tail.
All right, so he's like turns into a wolf. He's like, you kind of hear shit. He just starts turning. He goes off, and you're like, no. You kind of step, take it, just all the way through his side. You open up his side, just break, snap through the whip with your magic. It's like his gut starts to pour out. It's like, he slowly starts to die.
Does he revert back to the big old werewolf form?
He reverts back to his human form, lying there on the ground wearing his clothes. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, guys.
Damn!
Fuck yeah.
Guy who
You got your
hit a
first-
single creature yet.
You got your first
Final
finisher.
kill.
There you
So
go.
he killed a few of the goblins on the
Oh
train.
yeah, that's right.
Well, was it really a hit though?
Well, I did kill some with my longsword.